Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. Today, it is the 11th of December 2023, minutes past 8 in the evening in the United Kingdom. For the first ever time in the history of Flight Deck to Sim, we are doing 2 Airbus streams in a row. Oh my goodness me, what is going on? Only, what was it, on Tuesday we flew the Wednesday, the Innsbruck A300 in a very eventful flight where we had to almost divert to Rzeszów, but we managed to get to Lviv in Ukraine, and now we've actually hopped over to Innsbruck, which is, bizarrely enough, where we actually landed the ToLiss A319 about 3 or 4 months ago. Now, what Alpaca Airways has done, we've realised that the market's improving. We've actually got some scrap metal from the local scrapyard, extended it slightly, and made it now the Airbus A321 NEO Extra Long Range, or whatever it's called. So, yes, joking aside, firstly I'd like to say a massive thank you to ToLiss for giving me an early release copy version of this aircraft. It's actually not available publicly yet until, I think, Tuesday, or the 15th of December, when that comes out. So very, very nice of them to send that. As I said in my social media feeds when I published this stream, I can't believe they've been that impressed with my Airbus knowledge to actually give me a copy of that. So yes, it's going to be very fun. You guys know how much I love the Airbus and how much assistance I need from chat as well. So we're going to be taking this aircraft from Innsbruck, flying an hour and a half southwest to Barcelona. The reason we're doing this sector to Barcelona is because this evening a very busy event on in Barcelona, so I thought we'd get in the mix there. Now we are live weather, we are not live time, we're exactly 12 hours behind live time, so we can enjoy the Alps on this departure and head off towards Barcelona there. So local time in the sim is 0805 Zulu in the morning. Who we got in chat here then? We've got lots of the members. Anthony Teal says, gonna need a new bingo card. Brilliant. Steve Mayer says, good evening to Mariana. What about myself, Steve? I'm sure you said it already. Loads of members here. Listerman, Littoral Games, one of our new members as well. Phyllis 7331. Thanks to a couple of members that joined just before the stream as well, to Brent and Mike. Welcome aboard to both of you as members as well. Thanks a lot for the dedicated support as members. You enjoy your custom emojis in chat and enjoy the Discord as well. Robert Adcock, I'm doing a 2-sector inbound to Innsbruck from Gatwick. Very good. So I don't know if you'll be getting here before we take off here, but we are online on the network here. Nice tight apron, lovely live weather as well. Pretty cold, -1, but pretty much clear skies. Runway 26 for departure as well. With a bit of a westerly wind as well, and we'll be talking a little bit about departing an airport like this, the kind of threats associated with the terrain, obviously. I don't have too much information about this airport, but most of the stream is about the Airbus A321. Now, is it an A321 NEO Extra Long Range, or just an A321 Extra Long Range? I'm not sure. But yeah, very cool aircraft. It's going to be flying with Airbus in 2023, so I've been doing my research. We've got the Pratt & Whitney engines on it, as opposed to the the LEAP engines, because I think that's the only ones that come with the extended version here. Oh, thanks for the lighting, X-Plane 11. But yeah, here we are, looking really, really nice. Now, ToLiss wanted me to stress as well that this is in beta, so there are a few little tiny little issues, a couple I know about as well, but there might be a few other bugs. I know a few of them are going to be fixing that prior to release on Tuesday as well, but otherwise it's, as far as I know, everything's working, all the bells and whistles as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, beautiful looking livery, isn't it? And compared to the 319, which we flew last time, I think it's doing almost twice the length. I think you can get 230 people on this beast here. I mean, look at it. You can get from New York to Rome. Wonderful. Much better than the NG, some would say. Not me. But looking very, very nice here. We've got a lot of people on the VATSPA network. We've got a Ryanair 737, we've got an Air Cairo, a Speedbird Nigel in the corner as well. Oh god, I hope we're not all requesting push and start at the same time. It's not the sort of airport where they can do multiple departures. Hopefully these guys will get away ahead of me. We've got a UPS,
50,
what is that?
40,
767's managed to squeeze in here as well.
20,
and a couple of Alpaca Airways
10.
representing as well. Very cool. Thank you very much, Tim Fraser, for the £10.
Make sure you nail the bus. Personally, I've never airbused, but good luck. I've been awake from 3:30, so we'll catch up on the flip side. Christmas tree.
Very cool. We'll get some rest, Tim. That sounds like you've had a very long day. Thanks a lot for the donation. Very kind of you. And again, as the members, I stress, just enjoy your membership. No need to do that on top of that. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be back in the Zebo mod very soon. It's been too long. I fear the next X-Plane stream will definitely, well, I say I fear, I hope the next live stream will definitely be in the Zebo mod there. Very cool. Any low troubleshooting active sky? Not really, Jeremy. Someone did send me a link to perhaps fix it, but I think the issue isn't so much with active sky, with the fog and the clouds we had with the issues last stream. It's going to be more with the X-Plane 11, the way it depicts clouds. Cool. Right, anyway, there we are. We'll jump into the flight deck and turn the music down here. We have got actually ATC here in Innsbruck, which is pretty exciting. I also have in front of me the ToLiss starting operating procedures FCOM guide, so I'll be following that throughout the setup. Of course, I don't fly this aircraft in real life. I'm a 7-3 captain, but this checklist covers all the bare essentials, and again, I will be referring to chat if I get confused at any point, but I did actually stream this sector to Discord to the members, and I got a lot of assistance from guys there, answers some of a lot of questions I had. Thank you very much, Paul Clark, who's just joined as a member. Welcome aboard, sir. Glad you're also enjoying the content and enjoy the custom modes in chat as well. Perfect, let's get the show on the road then. So first thing I need to do is cockpit preparation from cold and dark, check that the engine master switches are off, which they are. Landing gear lever is down. Verify that we have at least 25.5 volts of battery. We do. We've got 28. Turn the battery 1 and 2 on. I think that's good. We'll put the external power on. Oh yes, it's alive. Is it going to make that Airbus squish sound? Wait for it.
50,
Oh no.
40, 30,
That's not the sound the Airbus makes. It's a dodo
10.
sound. Thank you very much, Seth Greaser, for the £40. My goodness, it's very generous, sir.
Hello, Captain. Loving the stream. Would we see the FFA 350 sometime?
Oh my goodness, well firstly, Zed Cracer, that's a very generous donation. Thank you so much for the 40 quid there, very kind. Will we see the Flight Factor A350? Well there you go, Zed Cracer, I'll go get it with the donation. Thank you very much, I've got a lot of people requesting that. It will definitely be making appearance very soon, because a lot of people have requested that we fly that particular aircraft, so that's very kind of you. We'll make sure that is purchased ASAP so we can enjoy the stream. Right, I've turned the volumes up in the background there. This is going to be turning into an Airbus channel soon enough, Zed Creaser. A350s, my goodness me. Maybe easier to fly than this, I don't know. Right, let's turn the volumes down again. I'm just trying to get the volume just right, but it should be all tickety-boo now. So batteries on, electric hydraulic pumps. No, I'm not in the 7.3, so battery on. GPU is powering the aircraft as well. Dome and lighting is required, so I'll turn up the PFD lighting here and the ND lighting as well. There we go. Can you hear my mouse wheel rotating? We're very good at flying Airbus. We're using a mouse.
50,
Let's turn up the
40,
EGAM lighting as well.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much. Now, why has that not come up on my alert thing?
Just did a flight LOWI.
Ah! My alert's completely broken. I don't know what's happened here. Who was that? Well, it came up on chat. I'm so sorry, but thank you very much, Russell Campbell, for the £5 donation. That was very kind. Just did a flight from Innsbruck to Edinburgh in the A321, first VATSIM out of the UK. Pretty chuffed. Fantastic, Russell Campbell. And you mentioned, I think, last stream that you did your first flight as well. Oh no, that was Jonathan Wiltshire. I always get confused between who's who, but I'm so glad. Oh, shut up, Mariana. Mariana taking the mick already. Congratulations, Russell Campbell, on your first flight on VATSIM. It sounds like you had a heck of a ball and a very successful sector. So, brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you very much as well, Tim Fraser. Now you are Airbusing, he says, for the £2. Very kind. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the alerts there. It seems to not be working, or working intermittently, but thanks a lot, guys. Right, batteries on, bright during daytime. Check parking brake is set. It is. Check the parking brake pressure. It's looking good. I'm guessing that's 2000 psi. Application of AC power is done, and APU start for battery we don't need to do. We know only on the AC power. Before starting the APU, make sure you do the APU and fire warning tests. We'll do those later. Continue with the cockpit preparation then. So cockpit lighting set, and we've done all the displays. Flight controls, check flap positions shown on the EWD. I always forget the terminology in the ToLiss. I think that's the flap indicator position there. Well, the flaps are up, and I think that means the slats and flaps are retracted. So, pretty happy with that. Hashtag free Mariana. Very good, guys. Congratulations. Bless her. What else have we got left to do here? So bit brightness, check flaps, check speed brake levers retracted. White band is not visible. That is done. Overhead panel configuration. Check probe window heat is set to auto. Now, am I right in thinking that this is correct? I don't need to turn it on. I just leave it blank like that, and that is in auto automatically. You don't actually have any switches associated with that. I'll have a look in chat in about 5 seconds. So I'll leave that there. If APU is running, it's not. Check that all white lights in the air conditioning panel are off. That's strange. I did it from cold and dark, but it looks like that all the systems are on anyway. Look, the fuel pumps are on. Okay, well I can't see any white lights. I know white light is off. Thanks, guys. Yes, correcty, said Freckles. Brilliant. Seems like an Airbus thing to me. Yes, I agree, Listerman. Just leave it. Steve Lane, also first time catching a stream from the US. Very cool. Good afternoon or good morning to you, sir. Cool. So we've done that. Make sure there's no fault lights on the electrical panel except Gen 1 and Gen 2, which is correct. And now it's time for the flight preparation. So nav equipment, nav switches, IRS, sorry, to nav. Oh, no, wait, ADIRU, not NAV, IRS. Check on bat, lights up then extinguishes. Pretty sure it did that. Lighting, set exterior lights as required. Strobe to auto. Nav and logo to 1 or 2. Let's do 1. Seatbelt sign to on. No smoking to on. Lighting is set. Environmental control
50,
system
40,
set. Land elevation
30,
switch to
20,
auto. I think it's already
10.
in auto there, so that's looking good. Thank you very much, Kid Bear, for the €3.
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
Love every stream, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kid Bear, for the €3. Kid Bear, I did know you messaged me on Instagram as well. I looked through my pending message requests, of which it stood over at the moment 200, because it's all those emojis they use on the Instagram story. I will get back to you, and I saw your offer, so I'll have a think about that, and I'll get back to you. I've got so much on at the moment. We're trying to catch up with everything there, but thank you very much there. Do you have random faults enabled, Captain Russell Campbell? No. For the Airbus, I don't, because yes, with the 7.3, I'll at least be able to have some sort of technical background knowledge, but for this, as we're on a busy event on VATSPA this evening, I have turned them off there. We'll base it on the extreme reliability the Airbus obviously provides in real life as well. Right, environmental control system, select pack flow. Well, I think this is actually, this checklist I'm using is also based off the A319. I can't see like a pack flow to low on the A321 NEO XLR, if that is the full name. So skip that one. Fuel panel, all pumps on. Engine fire protection tests. Okay, so test. Yes, I'm sure that's correct. I'll try and display the eCam as well. Yeah, unfortunately, if you move your eye pointer away, you can't see it, but you can see if I hold the test button down, you can see the eCam telling you what to do. It's dinging and the fire light's illuminated. So the tests are sort of very similar to the 7.3. The kind of systems you're testing, the configuration is obviously just a completely different aircraft there. So we've done the fire tests. If APU is not running yet, check the APU fire button, which we've done. Next step is communications. So we are going to be on VATSIM today, so we'll switch on radio tuning panel 1 and 2. Let's see what frequencies we have here. We've got ATIS available, so 126025. Oh my gosh, I really need to get a radio tuning panel. Just out of stock everywhere at the moment. Is that coming up? Sometimes it doesn't come up on box 2. It's not receiving it on... Oh, it is. Ah, hold on, I know why. Uh-oh.
Wind 280
There we
degrees,
go, let's grab the
12
ATIS.
knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers clouds. Few clouds at 6500 feet. Temperature -1. Dew point -2 QNH999. No significant change. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Foxtrot.
50,
Thank
40,
you.
30, 20, 10.
This is Innsbruck information, Foxtrot. At time 1950 runway
Boss,
used
if
by
one was to
ATC.
try a scary bus, which would you
Transition level not
recommend?
determined.
I am
Wind
aware it's from a
280 degrees,
limited
12
knowledge.
knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers.
Sorry,
clouds.
Steve. Timing was
Few clouds at
appalling.
6500
No, my bad
feet.
there. Thank you very much, firstly, Steve, for the £5. Boss, if one was to try a scary bus, which one would you recommend? I'm aware it's from limited knowledge. Thank you very much, Steve, you cheeky kid. Get off my stand. There's plenty of other stands available. Thank you. Yeah, the ToLiss is brilliant. I think this is probably the best represented Airbus, obviously, of the 320 series for X-Plane 11. The 300 is a beast to fly, but the guidance that comes with the A300, the Builds A300, is very good. So it got me up and running very soon there. So, I'd recommend all of them. They are so good. But if you want to start on, say, a baby bus, I think this one's a little simpler to operate than the A300. But yeah, just fill up your... So many great aircraft available now in X-Plane. So yeah, keep an eye out there. But thank you very much, Steve. Right, so weather... It's information Foxtrot -1 degrees, but there's no visible moisture, so we won't need any de-icing or anything like that. We'd obviously make a thorough inspection of the exterior to make sure that's not required. QNH is 9 and 9 and 9, so we'll set that now.
50, 40, 30,
Once.
20, 10.
And twice. Thank you very much, Paul Clark, for the £2. Do you think
50,
the no smoking switch
40,
will go?
30, 20,
Do you think
10.
the no smoking switch will go? No point? Was it what?
Airbus noises, thanks for the amazing
Oh,
streams.
okay.
I've been told you like Captain Morgan drink. So put this towards it and some lemon water for Mariana.
Lemon water. Well, Paul Clark, thank you very much. Do you think the smoking switch will go? No point. I'm lost there, Paul Clark. Oh, do you think the no smoking switch will go? As it removed off the aircraft? Got you. I'm wasn't getting that there. Well, yeah, I think in time, but obviously it costs a lot for an aircraft manufacturer to actually change the design of their panel, so it's just easier for them to keep that no smoking switch there on, and just, at my operator, we use that as the point to remind ourselves if the cabin is secure or not, but I don't, it won't go off the Airbus series or the 73NG. And the Max, I don't know if it's on or not, but thank you very much. Cheers as well, Freckles. Thank you very much for my Captain Morgan fund. Of course, I cannot encourage drinking on the channel or anything like that, but we all like to have a relaxing evening. That is what I like to drink. And lemon water for Mariana, absolutely fantastic. Thanks. Sorry, Paul Clark, I didn't quite click what you were trying to say there, but very kind nonetheless. Perfect, right. So, we've done the communications, we know the radio's working. What I am going to do now is just grab the clearance, because I just want to make sure we know what departure we're getting before I punch it all into the MCDU. We're doing good for time, still got 10 minutes till pushback, so all I've got to do is pretty much, well, load up the FMC and go from there. And we'll still, I just said that, we'll still be on the ground in 20 minutes there. Right, tower is 120.1. Oops.
For flying the localizer DME East approach.
There's people coming inbound as well.
Innsbruck Tower, hello, wind 280 degrees, 12 knots, continue approach, runway 26.
Continue approach, runway 26, Sabina 404.
Boarding 1003 is clear Barcelona by the Brennan 3
Oh.
hotel departure. Confirm we're climbing by the seat on up to follow 260, squawk 1674.
Heading 1003.
Najib said I heard you're a pro on the Airbus. Absolutely, yeah.
Squawk 4674.
This person is Austrian. Yeah, I think he commented in chat as well. I just missed it.
We're climbing initial climb, level 220.
So next, once as soon as I've got the clearance, we'll get the FMS
Heading
loaded.
1003.
Sorry, not FMS, FMGS.
50, 40,
Thanks a lot,
30,
Sky Ferry 65 for the
20.
£5.
10.
Sky Ferry 65, thank you.
1204.
To go towards getting a radio panel.
Thank you very much, Sky Ferry 65. It's very kind. That is literally my next purchase for the channel is the radio tuning panel. So that's very, very kind of you. As soon as that comes in stock, I'll be grabbing it.
85 Lima November, Innsbruck Tower, hello, information Foxtrot is current, clear destination via Breno 3, hotel departure,
Oh,
runway
everyone's getting different SIDs to
Initial
what I was
climb, flight
expecting.
level 120, squawk 46.
What stand am I on? Stand 9, I think.
Alpaca 85 Lima November, read correct.
Innsbruck, hello. Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima on stand 9 information Foxtrot 999 hectopascals departure clearance to Barcelona, please.
8, and we are 737 800. Booked.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima stand 9 information Foxtrot 999 hectopascals departure clearance to Barcelona, please.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, Innsbruck Tower, good evening. Information Foxtrot is correct. You're cleared Barcelona via Mokti 3 Hotel departure runway 26. Initial climb flight level 160, squawk 4670.
We're cleared to Barcelona on the Mokti 3 Hotel departure runway 26. Climb flight level 160, squawk 4670, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, read back correct.
Perfect, so we've got the clearance all sorted there. Mokti 3 Hotel, which is what I was expecting, and the squawk is 4670, which we'll put in here. Clear. Very good. 4670, Mokti 3 Hotel, climb flight level 160, so we'll put in 160 here. And now we will need to, you don't need to set the heading on this, do I? Oh no, hold on, I need to push that in. Why is that? It's probably because I've not loaded the FMS. I think once the FMS is loaded, all of that will display, or disappear on the FMGS. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Thank you all very much for your patience as we get everything loaded in. It's all part of the experience of watching me struggle, but I really enjoy flying the Airbus. It's so much fun and very rewarding for me when I get it from A to B. Right. So FMGS initialization, check the aircraft status page. So I think we're already on it. We've got the Pratt & Whitney engines. Database is the current one, 2013 from Navigraph. That's all done. MCDU init page. Init. So put the from and to. So Innsbruck, LOWI, Lima Oscar Whiskey India / LEBL, which is Barcelona. That's all set. Just going to put ATC up a little bit in the background here. There we are. Flight number today is Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Is set using a cost index of 5 today. 10. Sorry, 10. As I mentioned in the A300, I think the cost index profile is different to the 7.3. I think the cost index 30, which I generally use in the Zebo mod, is quite high in the Airbus. Don't quote me on that, but I've just noticed the cruise speeds are very high when I used it in the past there. So 350 is the cruise level, and the temperature at flight level 350 is... it's minus 53. Let's put that in. I hope that's the correct information. Tropopause height at top of climb is 31,100. And now I push a line IRS. There we are. Very good. So once that's done, enter alternate. So we're going to be going, if we can't enter Barcelona, to Girona, which is... no idea what the ICAO code is for Girona.
50, 40,
Leggy.
30, 20, 10.
There we are. Oh, I think it's a line. Thank you.
Hello,
Icree.
Captain Hope, all is well. How come you didn't play that lovely clip where you profess your love towards Airbus? Would have been quite apt for today's stream. Best regards to all.
Thank you very much, Iku002, for the £5 donation. Yes, the infamous Airbus clip made by Ian Perez, one of my members. You know what? I did really nearly play it here, but I like to only play those things occasionally. So the Alpaca Airways advert, the Airbus parody clip by Ian. Because we played it last stream, I didn't want to do it again, but I might show it in the cruise today if a lot of people ask very nicely. But thank you very much, Iku002, for the £5 donation. Very kind. It's all ready to go. I literally have to press one button. Superb. Right, the init page is pre-populated. Fill to from enter cost index, align RS flight plan A page. So I'm getting good at doing the Airbus flight plan, mostly because of the A300 familiarity. It's very similar here. So here we are. I'm going to push LOWI. Departures, runway 26, it's going to be the Mokti 3 Hotel, and there's no transition. temporary flight plan, temporary insert. So that is everything up to MOGT, and then we put the routing in. So MOGT direct to Compton. I think it's Campton. I can't remember what the VOR is called now. Next waypoint, Kilo Papa Tango, and then I push this way and Airways, and then I can go on this page now. Lima 856 to Transdinger, Tango Romeo Alpha. From there, Zulu 69 to Alban. I've just noticed something. I don't know if it's a ToLiss thing with the fact this is in beta, but you notice how the mouse, when I move it over the FMS, it kind of glitches a little bit. You get the mouse and then the arrow, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm sure they'll fix that prior to release. Upper November 869 to Nemos. And then from Nemos, no, it's direct. So what I've been doing now, if I go to 2, no, I'll do what I've been doing. I think if I just go to 2, it'll presume direct, but I've been doing it this way, temporary inserting that. And I think this is a bit long-winded, but I know it works. So go from Nemos to Geneva. For such a short route, there's a lot of waypoints to insert. After Geneva, it's direct to Ballsy. Oops, what have I done there? Typo, yes. Ballsy. And then we can go back to Balsy or Ballsy, I can't remember how you pronounce it. Probably not the first one I said. From there, we're going to be going up on November 852 to Divco. And they're up in November 975. Yes, for such an hour and a half flight, it's a lot of waypoints to punch in here. Going to Bisba. And then it's the arrival. So, insert. Barcelona, arrival. It's going to be, hopefully, 25 right. ILS 25 right Zulu. Via the Bisba 1 Zulu arrival, and then it's a Tim, you saw me mispronounce this earlier in Discord. Kalea whiskey. I've never been able to say this goddamn BOL every time I fly to Barcelona. Excuse me. No transition. Insert. Insert. And I think now there will be a discontinuity, but I know how to fix it now. So I go to plan. Go to this page. Quickly step through it. And you can see there is a discontinuity after Bravo Lima 427, because it basically has you going on a vector. So all I want to do is just join it up to 423, and if I remember rightly, I go clear the clear the manual first, and then clear the discontinuity, and then insert. And that is looking beautiful. It's a Kalea. Thanks, Timothy. Tim. Did I just call you Timothy? There we are, so no discontinuities. I know I'm going backwards, but there's the missed approach. And we'll quickly go on the other way around. You can see it's all joined up beautifully. So, that's the routing completed. So we've done that. Select the arrival, make sure there's no discontinuities. Verify climb speed limit. So click right, click right LSK next to a waypoint before top of climb. Okay. Oh, not allowed. What? Click right LCK. I'm trying to get the winds in. That's working now. Access wind data. Wind request, there we go. I don't know if this is accurate, but it put some winds in there anyway. Airbus pilots just name it a disco. Fake start rate. I mean, yeah, to be fair, we just say discontinuity. But yeah, disco would be fine. So I've done that. Verify descent speed limit, enter step altitude if required. We're not going straight up to 350. Enter speed altitude constraints. We'll have a look at that later. But for departure, quickly have a look at this SID. Mogty 3 Hotel, straight ahead to Whiskey 1505. 4,000 feet or above, that checks max 210 knots. Next constraint, can I click the arrow? Oh, that's annoying. I thought you could do that on the A300 to get to the next waypoint. 506 is 7850 or above. That checks 210 knots as well. 507, 8,400 above, check. So, you know, you get the picture. Check all the constraints individually. We've got the first three. About that time, hopefully we'll be well away on our way to our cruise level. We're already we're being cleared to cruise up to our SID stop level of 160, which is in there. So I'm happy with the routing now. What we need to do now is the performance. I verify RadNav page frequencies. Okay, well, that's all set to those frequencies. That's fine. Init B. So I'm going to go to init page B. Right, so we now need to go to this little... Oh, hello. We've got another stand for you, sir. Unbelievable. Typical Eurowigs. Oh, I've got KLM landing here everywhere. To be fair, the apron is pretty full. Unbelievable. Everyone wants to join in here. Well, we'll ignore the fact that someone else is there, and hopefully Tao will do something about that. Let's go to the plugins here, ToLiss. So, ToLiss wanted me to explain to you there is a known little bug at the moment where if you go to the loading information, if you really pile on the load and get you close to your maximum takeoff weight, the V speeds are slightly off. If you basically keep the speeds below 150, you're okay. So what I've done, this aircraft has a capacity of 224. I've just knocked it down to 200 passengers. And we're going to put the cargo all the way down, and you'll see that gives us a zero fuel weight of 69.8 tons, which is what I've based the operational flight plan off. Now, unfortunately, SimBrief doesn't have a profile for a 321 NEO, so I've just used the standard 321, but that'll be on the conservative side. The engines are a little less efficient as they are on the new aircraft, and that's giving us a block fuel of 7.5. Now, the fuel burn a bit more than the 7.3. Again, that's based off a fully loaded 321 with a takeoff weight look of 77 tons. So I'm going to take an extra 45 minutes or so of fuel because of the busy event in Barcelona this evening, so expecting holding plus very likely screw wake up. So 45 minutes of fuel, that's going to be around, what, 2.3 tons or something like that. So if we go 9.3, let's just call it 10 tons, and that's a nice chunk of extra fuel to allow for any issues on VATSIM. So 10 tons, there we go. So apply the load settings, quick refuel. So I think that's now distributed everything we need in ToLiss. We'll have a quick check of the fuel here. Oh, where's the... Oh, there it is. Fuel on board, you can see, look, 10 tons. So that's all looking good. Cool. So with that information, it's 69.8. Zero fuel weight is 69.8. The CG is 28.6. So that's all in. And the block fuel was 10 tons. And now Airbus does its magic look. 2 hours extra fuel? Oh, that's very... my, oh my. I haven't got that much extra, have I? 7.4 on 10 tons. 8.4, 9.4. Yeah, I'd say an hour and a bit maybe, but we'll take it. It seems a little bit excessive, but I'll go off the normal fuel calculation with the thing. But remember, this is in beta here. So that's done. Now we need to go to the performance page. Now, not a very long runway here, guys, okay? It is only 2,000 meters long. And I'm pretty heavy. I'm up at 77 tons. So what I'm going to be doing, and I got some clarity on this earlier, I'll be doing a no flex temperature. So it's a manual toga thrust departure. So I actually put it into toga detent, not climb. And using full power. I'm also going to use flaps 2 for departure. Based off the fact on the 7.3, if you've got a short runway, you want better climb performance, you take a higher flap setting. That's not going to be great for obstacle clearance, though, with all the mountains arranged. But I did this earlier, and it was very tight. So we'll stick with flap 2, using toga thrust. So that's going to be runway 26. V speeds are 141, 141, and 144. transition altitude here is 10,000 feet, and I need to now type in flaps, so it's going to be, let me get this right, 2 slash, what do I put in THS again? Is it this, DN 0.3? I think it's this. I can't remember now. Yes, that's correct. Flex temperature none, and I think that's okay. Use flat 3 if it's tight. I know you can use it, William, but I found well, flat 3 is very draggy, and the performance on climb here isn't that great. Will you sod off? Unbelievable. Who is this person on top of me? Been a very long time since we've ever had anyone coming up here. It's an A320 who wants to go to...
Welcome.
I don't know where. He's going to Nice. Andre, get another stand if you want to go to Nice. No, never use THS. What does that mean? What does that do? I've been doing that because it's what it says on the tutorial. I'll leave it. Unless someone says anything different. V-speeds are set anyway. And look, they've all gone dash, so I think that means everything's loaded correctly. As is the ToLiss calculator, so I think we're all good. This THS has caused real-life crashes. Better use CG. Oh. So what do I do in there? Do I just put the CG figure in instead? I literally have always done that in all my Airbus streams. Ah? No, this will be interesting. You can use THS, it's fine. THS setting is an error bodies, just a reminder. What is THS? I know Domestos. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's in, and I did it on the test flight, and it didn't crash, so I'm happy. Right, I think we're nearly there, guys. We're running 10 minutes behind schedule. Performance page is done. Check flight director buttons are on both sides. They are. Scroll through the flight plan we've done. And check the weather we've done. QNH, reset the clock, which we don't need to. APU start, there we are. Forgot to arm that. Come on. Impatience. Let's go outside here. Well, I'd say enjoy the view, but we've got an aircraft on top of us. There we are. Hope you get the APU starting sounds shortly.
Station here at Rattenberg, Hotel departure runway 26. Initial climb flight level 120 squawk 46.
There it goes. THS is trimmable horizontal stabilizer. Very cool. He means that in real life they don't fill out the THS, they just match the CG on the trim wheel next to the throttle. Ah, okay. Yes, I thanks for the wobbles, so I know I need to set 0.3 on the trim when the engines are started. Yeah, because I know you can't do it at this stage. Sounds good. Right, let's get better pushback organised. So it's definitely going to be pushback to face in this direction.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready. Ground to cockpit. ToLiss driving up.
Perfect, so he's on the way. I mean, come on, this is just rude. Like, it's just etiquette. Like, you know, I know it's busy and stuff and the stands are here, but, you know, if you've been here this long, you see another aircraft's here, you just log off and try another stand. It's just being polite, kind, you know, you don't just stay on the stand. I've got a funny feeling this person has no other intention apart from just to disrupt my evening, but anyway. Right, APU is pretty much getting started. Available as well, so what I can do now is disconnect the external power. There we are, that's onto the bus. We go over here to the plugins menu, and...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. This, by the way, the auto-saving feature of this ToLiss is fantastic. Absolutely, really powerful tool. I actually used this whilst testing the 319 a while back, and it always reloads the aircraft in the perfect configuration, which is great. Right, APU started, pushback preparation, and it's all good. So yeah, taxi, pretty self-explanatory, pushback here, face east, Bravo, backtrack for runway 26. here's additional information for departure. So Innsbruck is a Cat C airfield. You can't just come on here if you've got a regular type rating. You need specific training in a simulator. You need to be basically, you know, route trained on this sector.
How connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There's information to contact them and ATC procedures as well, so they have quite limiting visibility for departures. But what I don't have is information regarding an engine failure. So I think I might be completely incorrect in this. I think you have to orbit and circle in the valley. You certainly can't go in this direction, but I have very little information on that, which is a shame, because we don't fly to Innsbruck with my operator. But perfect. I think we're all ready to go. So before taxi, make sure the AP bleed is on. Before start, so AP bleed is on. Set nose wheel light to taxi when ready to taxi. Otherwise, that's it. All I need to do is flick these switches on, isn't it? I think that's it. Right, let's see if we can get our push and start clearance. Innsbruck Tower, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, stand 9 and request push and start.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, stand by, copy back, aircraft behind.
Roger, thank you. I don't know if you got the guy who's on my stand on frequency, but he's, yeah, I don't know, just remind him to try another stand. I know it's busy, but he's been here the whole time. Sorry to sound like a moaning Myrtle, but you know it's just annoying, isn't it? He might be genuine, you know, but you know if you see another aircraft there, you just try another one.
Yeah, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. I don't think he's going to be moving.
Yeah, I don't think so. Perfect. Oh yes, all we need to do is ignition to start. There we are, and then we just we're in the sequence, so ATC knows about it. Yeah, so pretty tight apron. I've got a funny feeling these kind of wide-body jets wouldn't be here. Oh my days! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're number 6 for departure. Oh my! But this is what happens when I'm outside doing a stream usually. So be it. Makes for a bit of fun. I'll catch up with chat here, guys. How was it? Have I missed anything major on the setup? I don't think so. I think we're all okay. Rory, does the Airbus have common type ratings like the 7.5 and 7.6? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. A 320 series definitely does. So the 318, 319, 320, 321 is a common type rating. I'm very sure on that. And I know the 7.5, 7.6 is as well. So I think so.
Alpaca 2 Golf Echo request taxi.
Alpaca 2 Golf Echo, taxi holding point at runway 26 via Bravo.
Dual cooling. Everyone's saying dual cooling in chat. Is that something I need to turn on? No clue. That sounds like trouble, guys. Or what is? Aircraft needs to be able to maintain minimum 4.8% climb with an engine out in LOWI. I think they would be expected to fly departure still based on that. Good, Kieran. I need to convert that gradient into a rate of climb, so probably could do that. I've got access to those tables. Well, it could convert it here. 4.8%. So very well pointed out, Kieran. To be fair, I mean we actually never make reference to the gradient and the chart. The OPT performance calculator takes all this into account and will set your thrust required here. So we need here. Well, it depends on what ground speed you're doing, or what rate. SID requires minimum climb gradient 11% up to 8,400. Then after that, 4.8 is the initial is 11%. So that is going to be 1,600 feet per minute, which I'm sure the aircraft's capable of. Fully loaded here. Oh, another thing to point out as well. This climb N1 75.4. Again, I think this. I don't know if it's my lack of knowledge with these particular engines. I've got a funny feeling, the guys are telling me as well on Discord, that the N1 in climb and cruise is lower with the newer engines, which is in this case is the Pratt & Whitney 1130s. But it does seem like the climb thrust is very low. But ToLiss did say that the percentage N1s at higher gross weights are a little bit inaccurate at the moment, but they're fine tuning it.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike is ready for taxi sequence.
Tom Knudsen, hope you're doing well. He's talking about the THS crashes as Northwest Airlines Flight 985.
Bravo, runway.
You want dual calling on if you want to start the engines quicker. Ah, yeah, sorry, I got distracted by that. I don't know where the switch is. Am I right, guys? I'm staying right at it.
Delta 4435, wind 280 degrees, 9 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
Runway 26, clear to land, Lufthansa 4435.
Welcome.
Innsbruck, hello, Alpaca 6.
Welcome aboard, buddy. Couldn't even see that was. Bottom right. Ah! There you go, guys. And what that increases the time for engine start. Thanks, guys.
Okay, clear to Barcelona, the multi-to hotel departure, and flight number 160.
I love it all. So dual cooling increases the engine start time. Okay, cool. Surely this guy should be saying something to this guy. Like, say, look, you can't use this stance. There's someone already here. Oh my god, it's actually Dracula. Look, he's got full sharp teeth. Thanks a lot, Macan, for joining us a member. Welcome aboard. Glad you enjoyed the content. Get invited to our members only Discord. Enjoy your customer chat as well, buddy. Thanks a lot. David Smith, are all doors closed? Yes, they are.
We're just getting ready here. Give us 1.5 minutes.
Easy 987, contact Innsbruck radar 119 decimal 275. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he doesn't look present.
119 275.
119.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting to know about the engines and dual cooling. I certainly know that the LEAP engines, same with the MAX, take a lot longer to start than the CFM to stabilise as well. Peter, if you make changes, how much fuel do you take? Do you get a new flight plan? You know, it depends, Peter. If you only want to take a little bit extra, we can make the changes on the flight plan ourselves. Well, technically, my operators now have only electronic flight plans. But if we do take additional fuel, we can adjust the trip as well. So I can't remember the equation off the top of my head. So for every additional, I think, ton of fuel we take, or whatever it is, you take 2.5% of that, times it by 100, and that's your extra fuel burn. We could just work that out. But it's much easier. You could literally just ring up flight planning, say I want to take an extra X amount of fuel, and change the figures. Thanks a lot, Steve Ramsey, for your membership. Welcome aboard. Glad you're enjoying the content. Enjoy your custom emojis chat and your invite to your members only Discord. It's completely automated. You need to go over to Google, type in Discord, YouTube synchronization, follow those steps, and that'll get you all started. Yeah, I'm going to go look at this calculation now for the extra fuel because I've got it in my notes somewhere. But addition, you know, it depends how long. If you take extra fuel, based on the length of the flight, is how much extra fuel you'll burn based off that extra fuel you took.
Runway 155, starting push up facing east.
Shutting down. Thank you very much for your service, sir. Bye-bye.
What?
Yeah, here we go. So the penalty of carrying extra fuel is approximately 2.5% of the extra fuel per hour of flight. So you take 2.5% of the fuel, then every hour you take is 2.5% there. So if you fly for 4 hours, it's 10%. But generally speaking, the extra fuel.
Oscar Echo Charlie India Zulu, you probably forget me. So. Thank you to confirm that you don't do VFR. Thank you.
Oscar India Zulu, I did not forget you. I told you that you have to expect a delay of about 1 hour because of the traffic right now.
Okay, no problem. So, sorry, I did because 25 minutes to have a clearance is for me.
He just told you. Mick Holmberg, the Pratt & Whitney are prone to shaft blowing. That's why there is a cooling period if you're hot. Now, I vaguely remember, Mick, about the LEAP engines. I don't know if it's the same with the Pratt & Whitney, that the shaft in the middle isn't actually straight down the middle of the core of the compressor and the turbofan is actually slightly at an angle, and I know that you have to wait a period of time for them to warm up before you can use the vinyl. An hour, yeah, but is that an hour for me? I mean, I've requested push to start. I mean, how long have we been streaming for? 52 minutes. If we get to the hour mark, I'll see where we're at, and you know, if it's bad, I'll log off. But unfortunately, and I decide to stream. This is usually the result these days. I mean.
Please know the parking brake is just a pushback.
Unfortunately. And there's obviously arrivals as well.
I've got 32 XLR Innsbruck.
Go ahead.
You can expect pushback in about 5 minutes.
Thank you, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. There you go. You know, he's listening out on the stream as well, so 5 minutes, that's okay. But I like it. I like sort of waiting in traffic, having a chat with you guys, because it increases, you know, the ATC and VATSIM increases the immersion tenfold. It really does. And when it's really busy like this, well, Innsbruck probably would never get this busy even in normal times, but a single runway with limited capacity for departures and arrivals, we can be waiting for 15-25 minutes. Matej, I wanted to go to Innsbruck but decided to go to Vienna instead. Wise decision, Matej.
Take 1003, copy Innsbruck, radar 119, that is 7275, bye-bye.
Oh, Don Wallop's here, thanks. Hello, everyone. We have had some. I don't know if he's just causing issues. He's been here the whole time, well, 15 minutes. But I mentioned it to the tower controller. Maybe a polite message to tell him to use one of the other, well, now vacant stands. But like I said, what can we do? But the thing is, I just looked on Simbri, on his flight plan. He's got a flight plan filed and everything. So I think this guy is wanting to fly on the network.
Yeah, we don't have the traffic inside, so I think it's because we are using...
Rory Shields, I hope Alpaca's captain seats are massage chairs with weights like that. Whee! No, I don't want him obviously to get walloped if he's clearly made a mistake, but you know, I think most people know on VATSIM, it's very courteous. If it's straight away, as soon as someone's on my stand, I'll straight away go off there. To be fair, I'm not 100% sure if this guy is causing issues, Mariana, but we'll see. He's legit, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess so, Dot Wallop, because I looked at it. I looked on the Vatastic map on it. He's got a flight plan filed. He's got his name there. And, you know, I was like, oh, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, but well, yeah, they were short of gates. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess he just wanted to desperately fly on VATSIM, but anyway. In real life, would you wait long time with the APU running? Yeah, Charles, I mean, if it's a considerable delay, we'd consider shutting it down, but obviously, if there's no ground cart, we can't do that. So, yeah, I mean, if we just took standard fuel, you could probably run the APU for 45 minutes comfortably, but we obviously have lots of additional fuel today. Eric, what happened to that stand? Looks like an oil spill. Yeah, I did notice that. That's where Llama International's just pushed back from. No idea why that is. Oh no. Right, UPS I think UPS just asked how long can I expect to pass. He said 10 minutes. Uh-oh.
Southwest 555, Innsbruck Tower, hello, wind 280 degrees, 9 knots, continue flow, traffic 26.
Kieran Harvey, APU doesn't burn a massive amount of fuel, about 400 kilos an hour. That's a very thirsty APU, Kieran. Push starter proof facing east, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Perfect, guys, let's not hesitate here. Let's vacate the stand and go from here. So, after engine start, we're all ready to go. So, packs I don't need to turn off because it's an Airbus. Anti-collision light I need to turn on. Parking brake we can now release, which is here. We'll put the transponder to
starting pushback, and you may start the engine.
There we are. Easy as that. Off we go, guys. Yeah, give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he's clearly a genuine guy wanting to get his sector, and I guess he was just like, oh, I'll just stay on the network and wait. Fortunately, it was the one guy streaming to how many people are watching? 630 people. Anyway, on our way. Oh, sorry, Alpaca Cargo. Your logistics will have to wait a little bit longer.
Reducing to minimum speed approach.
Yeah, APU burn. Yeah, on the 7.3 about 150. It depends what you're using for. If you're using it for an APU, if you're using it just for an electrical source, it's around I think 110 kilos an hour. If you're using it for APU bleed as well, around 150, 160. I don't have the exact figures. Right, so yeah, I think they have this cooling time when you start, where you have to wait for a short while. This is one of the updates with the ToLiss with the NEO here, and the engine start is so much longer. I know it's twice as long as the CFM. Any one engine operation going to be happening whilst waiting? My operator can. Some airlines do, but we don't. We actually start both engines normally. If it's considerable wait, we consider shutting both engines down, but we're not actually approved for single engine taxi out. We do single engine taxi in. So we'll have to
operation complete. Please set parking brake.
There we are.
Disconnecting.
So you can see, look,
tow.
it's still
Stand
starting.
by.
And eventually the fuel does come in. I thought there might have been an issue. There it goes. But that is actually true to the LEBL and the Pratt & Whitney engines.
Immediate takeoff, Alpaca 2 Golf Echo.
Yes, 26 for your information, you will be the next departure after the arrival. It is now John.
Copy that, you can.
Perfect, so we'll disconnect. So all I need to do is work out when I can actually start engine number 1. I think that's now. I love it, just one switch. Boom. Oh! There's the barking dog. See you later, Alpaca 8. Thanks for representing.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. I'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
At Quasimodo, doesn't Airbus normally start engine number 1 first? Possibly. Possibly.
Number 555 wind 280 degrees, runway 26.
Mick Combo, what's the max using Pratt & Whitney or LEAP? I think just LEAP. I don't know if they'll be using the Pratt & Whitney. Not 100% sure on that one either.
S26 behind the arriving Southwest Boeing 737 line up runway 26 and wait behind backtrack approved.
Behind the arriving...
Nicky boy, glad you got the beta, thank you very much. It was yourself that told me, but they did drop me an email before I could get to them, which is pretty cool.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike 2 is require backtrack.
FM, big take for Alpaca 1 Lima Mike.
Ryanair 155 do you require backtrack?
We definitely do, I can assure you that.
What?
Ryanair 155 do you require backtrack?
What's one of those?
2 aircraft, front me.
Oh no. He doesn't understand him.
Ryanair 155, do you need to backtrack once you get on the runway? Or
Okay. No, I'm in a beat.
Right, anyway, we've got 2 good engine starts. So after engine start, move the position switch to normal.
And GPS 6 is backtracking to 6.
Once engine start, French number have done that. AP bleed to off. Arm the ground spoilers by pulling up the speed brake. That is set. Rudder trim set to 0, which it is. Flaps to 2.
Refrigerator 119 system target to well, thank you for doing great work. Thank you for your...
Yeah, this controller's doing a great job. He's doing everything.
Good evening, Caleb.
So there's flaps to 2, and you can see the leading edge slats are still moving. There we are. Pitch trim set for takeoff, which was 0.3. There we go. Engine wing anti-ice isn't required. APU master off. And check that all slides are armed and the ECAM doors show all doors closed. There we are. Request taxi. Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima request taxi.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima taxi holding point runway 26 via Bravo QNH 999.
Taxi holding point 26 Bravo and QNH 999 hectopascals. Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima will also require backtrack.
Yep.
Yep. Perfect. Awesome. So that's it. Advanced thrust levers. Now, I can't remember if we do a config check, but can you hear those engines? Okay, going. Get back on the taxiway. There you go. Can you remember all those streams where I always criticise, look at those guys in the Airbus, ooh, now look at all those 737s and I'm in the Airbus. There we go.
And the 26 lines up
7031 but not runway 26 clear for takeoff.
UPS 6 cleared for
Wicked.
takeoff runway 26.
Get a bit too close. Right, we'll just set the parking brake. So we'll do the before takeoff checklist here. So perform brake check, they definitely work. I think if you were trying to serve any champagne in the back, you'd be straight on the floor there. Perform a flight control check, so we'll bring up the flight control ECAM page. So here we go, elevator, full down, full up, ailerons left and right. Here comes the rudders, full right and full left. So flight controls are all fine. Check the FMA's modes, nav and climb should be armed. Okay, yeah, I think that's what the white dots mean, I hope. Set terrain on the ND, okay. That is here. Definitely want it around here. There you go, look at that. Auto brake to max. Ding the cabin. And then takeoff config. Wait for it. ECAM no blue. Perfect. Oh, that's another thing as well, guys. Now, on the 7.3, when we have a short runway and we need all the performance, we go full 26k. If we need additional thrust, we can actually configure for a no engine bleed departure. Now, I think in the Airbus, to do that, all you need to do is turn the packs off. Am I right in thinking that? And that is what I'm going to do. And unlike the 7.3, the Airbus is very clever because it simply says turn your packs on if you forget, which is something the 7.3 doesn't do. And if you forget to do that, you end up climbing without pressurising the aircraft. So I am going to do a packs off takeoff, just because you'll see the performance is pretty tight here because we're nearly 80 tons, remember. And we're not using a flex temperature. We're using toga thrust. And the guys did tell me in Discord, correct me if I'm wrong, to get that toga thrust, I don't leave it in the climb detent or flex. Sorry, I put it straight to the toga detent, and we'll go from there. Reset the ECAM to auto by deselecting the flight control page. There we go. And it's gone to the wheel temperatures. 10 degrees, perfect. Well, we're getting there, guys. Thank you all very much for your patience. It's been streamed for an hour and 5 minutes. We're now number 3 for departure. Don't know if there's any arrivals. If you're enjoying watching a 7.3 captain flying an Airbus A321 NEO extra long range, superb. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button as well. And again, a massive thanks to ToLiss for giving me a copy of this for its release date on Tuesday next week. Very cool. Jeremy, just firewall the thrust levers, really. Beyond toga. Oh, I guess toga is firewall. Oh yeah, so we literally just firewall it. Very cool. Kieran Harvey, toga a bit premature. Yeah, let's not do that. Through the Ryanair tail and into this field. My oh my! Now that is a that is showing off. If I'm honest, KLM 737. Impressive. What on earth is happening here, guys? I'll be perfectly honest. I've never attempted that.
Tower, Euro Wings 35 uniform ready for pushing.
That is a very nice crosswind. Unbelievable. Now there's nothing quite like that. what a hammering down as well. My oh my. Now what on earth has caused that?
I need the backpack in the runway.
Excellent.
Ryanair 155, Dodger.
Showing off. Now that's a serious grab. Amazing. Has he made the exit? Jeez. how he's going to reverse, look. Whee! Now he is just showing off, look at that. There we go, I think... QNH 1000, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Right, 1000 sets, I better taxi forward now as well. So it's... And there's so much residual thrust with idle, look, it just moves forward on its own. I didn't even mention it once, guys. This is Orbeck scenery, by the way, for X-Plane 11. Obviously to their extremely high quality and standards. Very, very nice. See if I can taxi using this view. Oh, yes. No problem at all. Overshoot it, actually. Brakes are good. It is a massive aircraft. I mean, if you just compare it to the 7.3 ahead, let's just bring it to a stop here. If we compare it to the Ryanair 737 ahead of us, I mean, that's the size of an NG, and it's pretty good scaling with the CS models. I mean, look at the size of it in comparison. So much bigger. Very cool. Listen to those engines. Sounds like a whale. Oh. There he goes. Oh gosh, I've got my tiller is very sensitive, right? Well, hopefully no departures, and we'll be next after this. No backtrack required, good bad. But we definitely need to, guys, trust me. Just from experimenting earlier. Right, let's just do the before takeoff checklist now. Obtain takeoff clearance, clock approach path clear of traffic, set engine mode is required, set pack 1 and 2 is required, switching off pack is only required on short runways, which we've done, exterior lights, runway turn off, and landing on. Strobes will pop on as well. Transponder to TAR8. Weather radar on. 2 plus 5. System 1. Behind the departing Ryanair, line up and wait behind runway 26, backtrack approved, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Yeah, minus the minor runway incursion, ATC never knew a thing, and let's hope he's not watching the stream. So that's what happens if you don't set the parking brake and your head's down. But thankfully, you'd hope Jim would have said something, but of course Jim, as usual, keeps his mouth shut the whole stream. Hopefully, that's the only incident we'll have all day. Tea biscuits with the chief pilot. Amazing. Right, so the MCP is sort of set, transport to TARA, strobe lights are on, waiting for a takeoff clearance as well, and weather radar is on. Now, I don't know if actually, do I need to turn terrain off to get the weather radar? Yes, I guess I do. Well, the weather looks okay, so we'll keep terrain on here. Lots of reports to chief pilots, lots of iAerial pilot emojis, 10 out of 10 to all members, congratulations. I love it, absolutely. We'll need that frequency. Right, I'm going to use every inch of this runway.
Ryanair 155, contact Innsbruck radar 119.275, bye-bye.
Contact 119.275.
Oh, look at that for a lineup. Boom. A little bit left to centre line, but minimum runway used for the lineup. What was that frequency? 134.675, I think it was.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, wind 270 degrees, 1 knots, runway 26 cleared for takeoff.
Right, 26 clear for takeoff, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Guys, are you ready? Get your Toga's in chat. Let's go here to run. I didn't even forget the timer today. And remember, we're going for full takeoff thrust here. So let's stand them up to 50%, I think, is the initial thrust setting. And hold it at the brakes, actually. 50%. Release the brakes and firewall it to Toga. Set takeoff thrust. So 87.6. Bit shy there. Right, takeoff thrust set. Initialization is normal. There's 80 knots. Oh my goodness. That noise. What's going on? V1, rotate. And we're airborne. Positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. And, oh, there's no trim. You just stick it in the flight directors and call it a day. Get your tray table out now. So quiet. Cool, so first restriction on that departure needs to be at or above 4,000 feet by Whiskey India 505, so that's not too far away. I'm actually going to leave it in full Toga until we just get make sure above that 4,000 feet restriction. There we are, so we comply with that. Now we're going to put the thrust to climb. There we are. Lower the nose. There we are. Put the autopilot in. Clunk. And let's go now to flaps 1. Next restriction is at above 7,850 feet. So when I tested it, it was actually pretty tight with the performance here. So I might engage higher thrust setting. It seems very low, 77%. Packs on. Yes, I will do shortly. Actually, no, we're at 5,200, and I think that's what the ECAM message was. That went up with my thrust. That was the ECAM message would have been there. We'll set standard now as well, so we're climbing to a flight level. Select flaps up. Aircraft's going to maintain that target speed. Remember, 210 knots. Going to be about at or above 7,850. What was that frequency? Sorry, can you just confirm that frequency again? Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima.
119 at 275.
119 at 275, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Thanks a lot for the ATC, buddy. Have a great evening. See, can't even acknowledge it. It's very professional. Right, I think I might have retracted the flaps a little bit too soon because my target speed here, I think it's just holding it above because of the 210 knot restriction. Maybe I should still be at flap 1. We're just about making the 7,850 restriction. Just. I wouldn't be too pleased with that. I'd be like, yeah, a higher climb for us needed here, but 210 knots need slats. Thanks, Kieran. Don't worry. Right, 119.275. See, the PFD markings, depictions of speeds, still learning.
Few sectorization. Guys, just right in flight.
There's 250 knots coming up. 8,400 above, easily made. Light turbulence. Turn on constraints and dual calling off. Thanks. I was just about to do that next. Oh yes, of course. Why did I not turn the constraints on already? Innsbruck approach. Hello, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, Mokti 3 Hotel, passing 94, flight level 160.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, servus. Continue climb flight level 160 and contact with radar 13415. Bye bye.
134.15, climb flight level 160, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Bye now. Short but sweet. Right, 13415. Before we do anything else, let's do the after takeoff and pre-cruise checks as well. Right, so there's Munich. So after takeoff checklist. APU off if running, engine mode to normal if using, engine anti-ice off, disarm ground spoilers. There we are, and that's it. Pre-cruise checks. Lights can come off now. turn off light as well.
UPS 26,
Engines off, that's all set. Seatbelts come off. Oh, check's complete, and we're already above that. Look at this scenery. Beautiful. Munich Good Night, Alpaca 32 X-Ray Lima out of Innsbruck on the Mach T3 hotel, passing flight level 120 for 160.
Alpaca 32 X-Ray Lima, München radar, good evening, identified, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Alpaca 32 X-Ray Lima. So set 350, check that's our cruise level, and it's set in the MCP, and now we're at the econ climb speed, well above 11,350, 1,000 feet above that, and we're already above the Mach T restriction coming up shortly. And that's it. Turn off lights is still on, bud. just testing you. That's my next question. There you go. Check's complete.
Affirm, contact Langen radar 127.725.
Very cool. So, routing today, guys. Really nice, actually. Look at the FPS in the ToLiss are incredible. 50 FPS around, like, everything. Plus I'm running everything in the background here. So we're going to be routing northbound initially, and we're just going to be flying pretty much south of Germany, over to Switzerland, and then France down here south. Flight time about an hour and a half or so. I think we're going to do a little bit of a wing view here. Look at that. So cool. That's it, Airbus. I don't need to do anything else.
Delta 3315, 340 FM.
Welcome on board to Rafa. Glad you joined the stream. Eric Bright, nice adding the music during the flyby. I'm pro streamer. You should expect nothing less. Soon looks fantastic. I know. I honestly think Ortho at higher level looks better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it's a lot crisper, a lot clearer. When is the NEO available for mere mortals? It's coming out on Tuesday. Told us very kindly offer me a copy early. Message, are you using one PC for streaming and gaming or two different? Just one PC. Message running everything. All the specs are in the video description below. Yeah, you can find out all about the ToLiss A321. Nightboss just provided a link. You forgot to turn off the taxi light.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, you're leaving my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Bye bye.
Unicom oh, yes. Thanks, guys.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike. Dankeschön, ciao.
Looks so good, doesn't it? Do the middle of the engine blades have the spiral paint on them? I believe they do on the LEAP engines. They're pretty much all of them. Time to upgrade the GPU. Yeah, it's a 1080. It's an old one. It's still chugging along quite nicely. I might, instead of upgrading individual parts, is perhaps end of next year get a new PC. This one's 2.5 years old now and it's still doing well. Perhaps doing it. David Wenk, season is summer. You don't have much choice because it's a photograph, Ortho 4XP, so it's photo. You know, it's a photograph taken in the summer. So yes, obviously this will be all covered in snow now.
762 München radar, hello, identified, cleared NAPSA 0.
But this stream, we're running 12 hours behind live time as well. So it's 9:23:21. It's pretty close actually. It's about 30 seconds off. Minus 12 hours. So yeah, this would be quite interesting to know. Our thrust is only 80%. Is that just the thrust setting in the climb for these Pratt & Whitney engines? Because this is obviously, for me, the CFM and the 738, a very low N1 setting. We'd be up above 95% with full climb at this point here. We're only ticking along at 80. And we're climbing around 1,500 feet, which I think for our weight isn't too far off. Because you remember, we're nearly fully loaded here. We're on takeoff weight, we're something like 80 tons. George 31, is the reason you fly around the Alps to do with MSA being above absolute ceiling with one engine operative? Why is the routing such? Well, Innsbruck is right in the middle of the Alps, George, so you've got to fly over them to get in there. If you look here on the map, I mean, there is Innsbruck, so you've got no choice really. But the routing today isn't really depicted on that. We could actually probably take a bit of a shortcut, but I think this is the best airway to go on. It was an automatic flight plan from Simbrief, but I don't know if there is a more direct routing. But yes, you're quite right. You've got to be a little careful. The highest MSA in Europe is around 16,800, which, if you have an engine failure, it's very likely, if you're at the cruise, that you can drift down and be well clear of the highest terrain at that point. It's the only area we need to be really concerned of is around the Alps here. Look, we have, yes, I'm 320 Sim Pilots here. Very good afternoon to you. I don't think we've ever formally met. Thank you very much for popping in. Finally, an expert. Well, we've got two to choose from. We've got V1 Simulations and 320 Sim Pilot. I hope you're doing very well. We must get in contact, because I have spoken to V1 Sims before. But, yes, I have actually referenced a couple of your streams, I must say, to prove my knowledge on this aircraft. But guys, if you haven't heard of V1 Simulations, may I recommend you go... sorry, 320 Sim Pilot. May I recommend you go check him out? He's doing exactly what I do, but on the Airbus, and I think he's a 320 captain, so you'll learn plenty of him. V1 Sims, as you well know, as well. He often pops into the streams as well, but thanks for popping in.
Lufthansa 1233, I would not recommend you that because they have a pretty...
Host Smith, hi Captain, how are you? Are we making good time? We're doing okay, Host Smith. A little bit late getting out of Innsbruck, just the amount of traffic. So many people came online to join in on the group flight. So around half an hour behind schedule, I'd say. Ideally, I would have been airborne a lot sooner. I mean, what are we now? Streaming an hour and 24 minutes? We're just passing 23,000 feet.
127.725, bye-bye.
All well here, glad the videos are useful for you, thank you. Have you flown the NEO 320 Sim Pilot? Because is this a normal thrust setting? I was just saying, the CFMs, which I'm sure you've got on your 320s, I'd expect it far higher than one. It's crawling up to 35,000 feet. Mac Glen 4, does anyone know if there's an alpaca livery for the A320 NX in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Not for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I have a whole host of members who very kindly spare their time making loads of liveries. I was even offered a livery for this aircraft prior to the stream, but because it's in beta pre-release, I felt it would be more fitting to use the stock livery that comes with it, which is beautiful, obviously. Let's have a little look outside here. Quite definitely.
With the 2135, you are out of my airspace. Remain on Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye.
Really nice. Hold on, let me get my stapler out. Macklin, I know, I'd like to rock the livery in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's cool. We have liveries for the PMDG NGX and a few other aircraft in prepared. But I haven't linked delivery because when this gets released on Tuesday, it comes with it. There's a couple, I think you get this one plus one by ToLiss, but no doubt.
Alpaca 32 X-Ray Lima, you are leaving my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 Alpaca 32 X-Ray Lima, Auf Wiedersehen. Is that correct? Auf Wiedersehen? What German? Anyway, over to Unicom. It'll be interesting to know if someone could go and fetch the amount of arrivals going into Barcelona, because we know how busy VATSPA events could be. It could be absolutely catastrophically busy there. But we take additional fuel for that. Most Airbuses are similar in the climb, to be honest. I haven't flown the Prat NEO, but the LEAP is certainly similar. That's very cool. Isn't there a radio tuner panel app you can download for your phone or iPad that will be connected to the sim so you don't need to buy a panel? I think there is, James MP, but I really would like the... who makes it? Is it not Logitech? It's Cytec, I think, made the radio tuning panel. It's completely out of stock everywhere, unfortunately. So, you know, I really want that, but I use all my other iPads, everything here, so if I was to explain what I'm looking at here, I've got two monitors. My main monitor's obviously running the sim. On the right hand side I've got Streamlabs, all the other bits X-Pilot, which I can control. I have my laptop open, which has the chat on my right hand side so I can interact with you guys. My personal iPad has the, you know, you can buy a Stream Deck for Streamlabs, but I have it on my personal iPad. They have a great app so I can control everything in the background here. So, for example, my funky music, which everyone everyone loves. I can bring up all sorts, so that's great. And then my work iPad, I actually have the ToLiss instruction manual installed, which I sync to iBooks. So I've got a funny feeling my work iPad might explode at some point, having all this Airbus PDFs on it, but we'll throw it out the window if it does. Train is still on the ND. Yeah, I wonder, because I had the weather radar on, I wonder if having terrain on overwrites the weather radar. Because it's the same on the NG. If you've got the weather radar on, you can't have terrain. You can only have one or the other. List them in how many languages can you say hello and goodbye? List them. That's the only words I can ever translate. So I could probably say it about, I don't know, probably close on to a dozen countries. But that's all I can say. Didn't Logitech buy sighting? No clue. It is correct, even though the pronunciation is sort of creative. Thanks a lot, Gabstra. Hi, Mariana.
Hi.
You okay?
Yes.
Good. Do you want to land today?
Yes.
Mariana and I, if you don't know already, and I'm sure some of you do know if you're regular subscribers, we are very close to launching our second YouTube channel. If you don't know much about it, if you go over to my YouTube homepage, scroll all the way down to the bottom, coming very soon is Flight Deck Sim Gaming. Because we're both locked down, I'm off, I'm on leave for work. I am flying, but I have one flight on my roster, but they keep cancelling flights. I haven't flown for 4 weeks, so it's, you know, we do a lot of gaming in the side. We did do some stuff on the channel, but now with the size of the channel, I don't really fancy gaming on there. So Mariana's going to be doing some Among Us. I'm going to be doing some, I want to play City Skyline and Euro Truck Sim, so we're going to be doing some stuff on there, so go check it out. Mark Clay, 46 arrivals in to Barcelona. Not too bad, not too bad. Is there any holding by the looks of it? I'm looking
50,
here on the VATSPA map.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Alexander Camp, thanks for the £2. In case you're wondering, it literally says runway incursion on my ground radar. Also, greetings from Australia. The Professor was the fantastic air traffic controller who was providing the ATC in Innsbruck. And if you've only just tuned into the stream, may I recommend you play it back around 20 minutes ago from now, because I accidentally was looking down trying to set the frequencies and put the transponder onto TR8 and forgot the parking brake was released, and I basically ran into the runway with a Ryanair aircraft right ahead of us. So top tip, don't do anything I did. Thanks, Mariana. Putting the words out of my mouth. Brilliant. That's, thank you so much, Professor, not only for providing the ATC, but for that very amusing donation there. I hope I don't get a speeding ticket or any points deducted on my VATSIM license. That's brilliant. Oh, look at Nightbot on time there. YouTube, yeah, that's the new channel there. Secondly, I'm not one to talk about the merch we do much there, but Mariana has been very busy beavering. She's actually made some new merch, haven't you? We're still waiting for YouTube to approve it, but it is alive on the Teespring store. You can actually get official Alpaca Airways merchandise now. So someone very kindly provided or drew an alpaca for us and then put it on there. Who was it again? Gintaris, I'm so sorry. I literally I forget everyone's name there, but yeah, go check that out if you're interested. Very cool. And all that helps support the channel. Train sim would be a fun one. I mean, we've got all sorts there, Oh, perhaps I'll actually pay attention. Probably should have a little. Well, actually, no. Do we need engine anti-ice? What's the tat? Sorry, static editor. It's -48, so we shouldn't need engine anti-ice. There's still an Alpaca crew high-vis vest missing. Oh. The Professor, yeah, I was quite busy. We also had a group flight coming in. Ah, poor guy. I hope I didn't overwork you, Professor, anyway, because usually when we jump on, we have a few people jumping in on the sector and stuff. But, yeah, what can we do? Right, looks like we've got a bit of a break for ATC. Next sector online, looks like we've got Marseille, which is probably another 15-20 minutes flight time away. Very cool. Really crawling up now, 1,000 feet per minute, up to 350. DCS could be fun. Yeah, that's Digital Combat Simulator. I tried it once with some of the members watching about a year ago, and I had the Russian. Is it SU-25? It's the hardest thing I've ever done. It makes the Tupolev, the feeless Tupolev, very difficult. It's very difficult. And that's a point, actually. The next month, we'll be wheeling out the Tupolev Tu-154 again from Felis. It's been a long time since we've flown that. Secondly, Concorde. We did the charity stream for Concorde, and we raised incredible £4,000 charity. We're coming up to 70,000 subscribers, so we'll be doing another charity stream. I haven't decided what we're going to do yet, but I will do another stream at some point with Concorde coming from the US back to Europe, but someone suggested we might go via Barbados first, so yeah, I might do that over a couple of days. Hype train is coming. Are seatbelts off, Lazy Gaming UK? They are. You are free to roam around the cabin. Joe Drake's team are dusting it off at Duxford. Yeah, actually I need to share that one because that's a wicked one. You remember the Tupolev stream?
Yes, I do.
Where did we land? Duxford.
Oh yeah, Duxford. I remember that.
Unbelievable. So we actually did a bit of a fun flight. We took the Tupolev to Duxford, the Felis Tupolev. We've flown it about 3 or 4 times. It's literally the most challenging aircraft to fly in a desktop flight simulator. But it's very rewarding. And Felis I speak to. Haven't spoken to in a while, but it's very cool. Yeah, check that out, guys. Landing a Tupolev in Duxford with a 1,500 metre away, and we butted it. There we are, approaching flight level 350. ETR, those flickering clouds are a glitch. Yeah, that's my graphics card, and I think it's well known in Explain 11 as well. Well, I say well known, it happens to me occasionally. Blériot into Duxford. Guys, maybe tomorrow I might take the Blériot for another spin. Because we haven't done a Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh no, we did the Airbus one there, but I think the Blériot 11 was very popular. So I'm thinking of doing another Blériot 11 stream, possibly tomorrow. I have a route in mind, which will be literally on the limits of what we can do. So I might test it tomorrow afternoon and see how we do. Tomorrow afternoon. What anniversary? No, it's not our anniversary. 7 years on the 31st of October.
It's actually 29.
31st?
No.
It's not the 29th of October. 7 years we're together. I feel a lot of pressure on me now. Unbelievable. Our neighbours got married, didn't they? Oh dear. I'm getting surrounded here. I need to escape. Can you let me out of the office? Guys, I need a break. No, you want to carry on with the stream? Oh no. 22 minutes from takeoff to top of climb. The Neo certainly climbs faster than the classic engine option. There you go, Sebastian. You didn't know that. I knew what that stood for. Yes, it is quicker to climb. I think the conventional 321 with the classic engine option, the CFMs essentially, is very sluggish. I think the performance is pretty poor. Freeze, typical man not remembering the anniversary date. No, it was. I remember when I met you, because we were on a night out, and it was Halloween, and a lot of people were dressed up. Neither of us were drinking. I remember.
I was dressed up as well.
I can't remember what you were wearing. What are you saying?
I was dressed up as well.
Oh, you were dressed up as well. Really, this is going south. Guys, any questions about the 737s? Seriously. Mick Holmberg, Mariana would love to see you drive a truck. I'm a truck driver myself, so no pressure. Mariana wants to have a go at the Euro truck soon. Some of our younger viewers here would be very familiar with what Among Us is. She's getting really good at it. I don't play it that often, but she's playing. She's addicted to it. She's playing it every goddamn night. What did Joe Drage say? Joe, Flight Sim, let's not get on topic of Halloween again. Oh, sweet snatch. Joe, you idiot. Guys, anyway, what I am going to do, because I've been streaming for an hour 40, we're probably just past the halfway mark, I am going to just take a quick 5-minute break just whilst we're offline. On Unicom here, 122.8. When I get back, we'll start discussing the approach into Barcelona. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button as well. And I'll see you all in about 5 minutes. Thanks a lot, guys. Oh, and I'll bring on the sleep player. Thanks a lot for that, guys. All looking good. How are we overhead now? I think that there is close to Bern. So we've got Switzerland coming up, Geneva. Next we go right over the top of Geneva, look. So all the VORs, the Airbus, they just tune automatically, which is pretty cool. Can't see much here, it's very cloudy. Oh yeah, there is Bern. And 9:44. Estimated approach time is 10:57. So an hour and 10 minutes. Now, how do you work out how far away top of descent is? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mariner. I always do that. Just talking about how much of a pro-streamer I was. I accidentally forgot to remove the we'll be right back message. Unbelievable. The 757 also tunes automatically. I remember Jamlin, yeah, the flight factored one does do that. NG doesn't. Listen, welcome back. You might want to delete that. We'll be right back message. How many euros is the A321, Tobias? Now, I actually only made a note of the expansion price for the A321 NEO expansion, which will be $29.95. Sorry, and that was dollars, so I don't know what that is in euros. I don't know how much the 321 is, but it's, if you go check out ToLiss's website, all the prices are there. And I have been led to believe that the real bus pilots proclaim this is the best kind of in X-Plane 11 A320 series aircraft, we should say, the ToLiss one. Kate Foster, you tried. What did you say before? Mariana, you need a Halloween partner then.
He says because we never celebrate Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Look at my hands.
Why are you laughing, emoji face for?
No.
What? Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, thanks a lot, Mariana. My Halloween partner steals sweets from kids. I got my hands full with this one, to be honest. That is not, it's not exactly what happened. Kev Wack, are we nearly there yet? 56 minutes according to here, but I should think this is obviously as the crow flies. I should think by the time we get everything set up, descent with no holding, around an hour, hour 10. Matic, you're starting your descent into Vienna. Have a nice evening. Have a great flight. Sorry that we forced you to go to Vienna and not Innsbruck. Yeah, it's a lovely modelled Airbus, I guess. Would you like to have a cabin tour as well? I was looking at the FlyJ Sims Dash 8 preview and some of the modelling they've done for their thing. That's going to be an incredible aircraft, I think, once that's released. Well, actually, better not shut the door. I don't want to lock myself out. So, through the little port window as we approach Geneva. And this has a cockpit configuration, all economy. I think you can have up to 224 passengers here. Absolutely crazy. No toilet tour. I don't think there's one modelled. Nice if you could look back and see the elevator and the horizontal stabilizer. So yes, we're going for the all economy layout here at Alpaca Airways. Huge, that's what you want, the premium seats, look, extra leg room. A huge emergency exit doors. Actually stuck my head out the window. I don't like how the Airbus has copied the NG, but they all have winglets now. Not the sharklets, definitely copied. Very cool. I don't think there's a toilet modelled, no. A wee. There you go. How do I lock the flight deck door? For realism. There you go, look. Prince Al Sheikh, Her Majesty not on the plane tonight. No, she's having a break. Kate Foster, Captain, what are your experiences with new first officers that were military trained? Good friends were flying the C-17 Air Force. They're with Delta now. I have trained some guys ex-Air Force, Kate, when I was at TRI working in the sim. And they were good guys, very knowledgeable, knew their stuff. But yeah, generally everyone that goes through the type rating, regardless of their experience, be them brand new from flight training like I was, or with 20,000 hours, they all bring vast amounts of experience to the table. What also I learned, not only as an instructor, I learned a lot of people as well. So when you're instructing someone with a lot of experience, you can pick up a lot of few bits. But also, I'll tell you another thing as well. Experience doesn't necessarily mean ability. Generally it does, but I trained guys who had upwards of 20,000 flight hours flying Airbus, jumbos, you name it, and sometimes they weren't the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, nothing to say, everyone has different levels of ability and proficiency, and we had sometimes cadets that needed a bit of additional training. Sometimes the cadets came out and they were just phenomenal. Like, I was like, wow, like really impressed. So yeah, it's like anything in life really. But yeah, a lot of trained some ex-military guys, flying with ex-military guys as well, and they were good. Alright, well there's Geneva coming up. About 30 miles, but can't see much. There is Lake Geneva. Captain Monster, do you have any story time for us? No new stories, Captain Monster. Wilhelm Glazer, do you like the 707? Would you fly for X-Plane if there would be a premium one? Absolutely, Wilhelm. There's so many cool aircraft coming up in X-Plane 11 I want to try out. There's the BAE 146 from Just Flight, which I know they've released and prepared. I can't wait for that to come out. I know that FlyJSim are working hard at the Dash 8. That'll be another fun one to try. Guys, I think the next few years is going to be some really exciting virtual aircraft to check out and see what I could do with them. I mean, we're ticking off a lot of the boxes. We've flown Concorde, we've flown Tupolos, we've done the Para approach, Samos approach. That's one I need to do. I don't think I'll ever beat the Para approach to Bhutan. I think that'll be the hardest one I'll ever do. Oh yeah, the Rotate MD-11. You're right, Marov, as well. So much exciting stuff to come. Liam F, would you try I think DCS? Possibly. I have it installed, and I haven't just fired it up for over a year. Could be fun. Yeah. So, how do I actually work out how many miles from top of descent? I know it depicts a little arrow. There we are. So just after Divco, it's about 240. So I'll wait another few minutes to start the briefing and stuff into Barcelona. I'm looking there, it looks busy, but it doesn't look like there's any holding, which is good. What runway are they using, though? Runway 02, I think. Yes, there's an aircraft on final for runway 02. Which I think... I went to Barcelona about 3 months ago, landed on 02 for the first time. Domestos, please try the Tupolev. We've flown the Tupolev Domestos on 4 occasions, I think, or at least 3. Oh yes, ToLiss are making a 340. I did find that out as well. Does the real A321 NEO family also not have new avionics? Still looks like the 1989 one in here. Well, I think, you know, that's the whole idea. The same with the Max. They're looking for fleet commonality, so they don't want to make things too different. Yeah, you're right, Steve May. I think someone is doing a VC-10 as well. Now, that would be an awesome aircraft to try out as well. I love the old classic stuff, so anything that's steam gauged, like the FlyJSim series, the 7.2 and the 7.3, they're very popular streams. I know a lot of people come back to view those. And it's good for me to keep up with the raw IR skills, so I'm sure the VC-10 will be wholly reliant on that. iFi, have you tried VR in X-Plane? If so, what device did you use? How was your experience? I haven't in X-Plane iFi. I have used VR on Xbox and Xbox on the PS, on the PlayStation with my friends. I went Xbox One X. I wasn't a fan of it. I felt quite disorientated, if I'm honest. And obviously I stream, so for the streaming experience it won't be the best for you guys to watch. But I know some people, and I know the experience is incredible. Some people really rave about it, but not for me, Tobias, our target landing rate to get the December average to a butter is plus 1545. Oh dear. Rory Shields, you'd love to see a super constellation. Yeah, oh, I'm looking forward to some. I think Microsoft Flight Simulator could potentially have some great classic aircraft. You know, I mean, obviously you can't get more classic than the Valerio 11, but what fun is that? I mean, I really hope they get things like the Vickers Vimy, you know, so we could I mean, that would be an epic stream across the Atlantic. Some old biplanes. I love replicating that flight in the Valerio 11, the historic flights. I want to do loads more of those. So it'd be great to see what people do to bring that sim, to enjoy that incredible scenery.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Thanks a lot, John, from Wiltshire, for the £2. Oh no, this one doesn't speak, sorry. It's not, it's not 3. Thank you very much, Jonathan. In the in-flight entertainment coin slot, time for the Airbus video. Would you guys like me to play, we played it plenty of times before, the IN Paris, one of my members, made an Airbus tribute video. Basically, when we streamed Microsoft Flight Simulator for the first time, it basically took all the best bits of me flying the Airbus and my initial thoughts. So if you'd like me to play that very quickly, I can do for your in-viewing entertainment. Well, I will do, Jonathan, regardless, because you donated to ask. It was really immersive, including your water landing. Thanks, Rico. Right, let me turn this down then and enjoy. Right, here we go then. Let me get Streamlabs up, guys. Professional streamer here. Right. Where's the volume controls? There we go. Right, here we go then. I have a sort of a funny relationship with Airbus. I despise them. Oh, I was climbing so much. I've literally got my nose full down. Again, I'm no Airbus guy. I hate Airbus. I'm going to skip another Airbus one because I don't like Airbus. Here we go. In an Airbus. Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. It's an Airbus, it shouldn't let me bank over a certain point anyway. Oh! Oh no! Go on! Checked. Come full up. Oh! You overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. That's it. I'm done. No more Airbus. Right. Let's try the Airbus again. Oh gosh, the Airbus feels very strange. Come on, bus. I can do Airbus. Look, I'll put it in climb. No. And now it should maintain the speed, shouldn't it? No. Unbelievable. I hate Airbus. Amazing. IN Paris, thank you so much again for making that incredible preview of that. Absolutely brilliant. Right, anyway, whilst you were enjoying that video, I've just been told to contact Marseille on 124.65, which I have tuned, so we'll check in now and get some ATC.
Prévoyez le 160 sur Enfour, appelez prêt pour la descente.
I can't actually.
Faire un direct sur Enfour, on prévoit le 160.
Radar bonsoir, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, maintaining flight level 350 inbound to Bolsey.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, bonsoir, identified.
Perfect. So we're talking to Marseille. Oui, monsieur. Welcome aboard. Andy Warhol. Oh my.
Romeo arrival. Expect ILS approach runway 04 left.
Roger, the Nissan for arrival. For 04 left, American 9.
Wicked.
Delta, go ahead.
Jonathan Wiltshire. I'm not an Airbus guy. Streams 2 Airbuses on the trot. Roy Shields going to play that for all the alpacas in the back before he land. It's on loop, basically. Mickey kind of what started the whole alpaca thing. It's not a real airline, right? Yes, it is, Mickey. No, it's all in jest. I have a a membership scheme on this channel, and all the members I run a private-only Discord. And Marion and I went alpaca walking over a year and a half ago now. Well, no, yeah, about that. And the members all found that very amusing, and one of the members suggested that would be a funny airline, a virtual airline. So Alpaca Airways was born. Started off very small, and I think now it's reasonably well known on the VATSPA community. Very cool.
Alpaca 901 Bravo, reduce speed, Mach decimal 7.
Can we see the cabin, please? Sarah, we finished the cabin tour about 5 minutes ago. I won't do another. Green Jones seems very nice weather now. Yes, just directly south of Geneva. Fortunately, not enjoying the beautiful scenery this evening. But it is nice, and I think the general preferences, guys, let me know, is obviously it's middle of the night here in Geneva, but I think you guys prefer it when I stream live time, and I always try to do it in 12 hours so that at least the clock on here is correct. Being a 12-hour clock as opposed to 24. But we can at least enjoy the views when they come into view. Raycon, what's with the table? Time to get your legs up. They are. Does the train table actually come out? No, it doesn't. To be fair, the Airbus flight deck is a much nicer working environment than 737. Absolutely. Phil Tandy, can I just ask, does it ship with Avitab and are you using X camera? Avitab is a completely separate independent plugin, Phil, but they do have an iPad which incorporates Avitab, so it comes with the ToLiss here. You obviously need the ToLiss plugin, so you don't need anything additional here. And a lot of developers have gotten onto the thing that Avitab is a fantastic utility. It just gives you the ability to bring in the Navigraph charts in Sim without having to open a separate window. You can open PDFs at the flight plan. It's like literally the #1 plugin you need. For me to do the briefings, it's a lot easier as well, because then I don't have to open up a separate window, say for Navigraph, which, well, it doesn't really use that many more resources, but sometimes you can forget it's running and stuff. But yeah, brilliant plugin. Tobias, that's a no-go. I wouldn't buy an Airbus without a working table. Outrageous. Takeoff, can you do an emergency jettison? Absolutely not. But you can't see any of the beautiful scenery that X-Plane produces. Well, stock grid X-Plane 11 isn't that great, but Ortho 4XP I actually think looks better than... oh, hold on, that's why it's not working. I think looks better than sometimes X-Plane 11. Microsoft Flight Simulator, so if you actually have a look here, I mean, it's completely cloudy, but when you see it on the I mean, just play back the stream at the departure in Innsbruck and have a look there. It looks absolutely wicked. Mick Holberg, do you use EFB at your operator? We do. Wicked. So we go to Matic. So routing now south from Geneva. There we are. And there is our destination, Barcelona, really not that far away. We'll start setting up shortly. I just want to find out what runway's in use there, which I think is runway 02. Does cabin feature in the Airbus? Cabin! No G-Face 100. Petrich, the problem with you and Microsoft Flight Simulator Airbus was not the Airbus part, but the Microsoft Flight Simulator part. Ooh, burn.
Yes, please, sir, thank you.
I've got FSX, so I can't say much, and it's the standard version. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I started this channel running FSX. And all my tutorials from the PMDG are filmed in FSX. It still holds its own. Mick Holberg, do you still have to use paper charts backup? We're completely paperless now, Mick. So the only paper we have is the QRH, which will always stay the same way. But yeah, if both iPads stop working, which is incredibly unlikely, but if they do, we have a contingency where we can request frequencies from ATC, but that's very unlikely to happen. And we even have USB chargers as well, so it's not like the battery goes flat. Lewis got the Met off Bournemouth. It's foggy there. Thank God we're not going there. 150 metres. Yeah, we won't get into Bournemouth tonight. Stop ruddering. Right, anyway, I think let's not do what happened on the last stream in the Airbus where we got so distracted chatting away we completely forgot to brief until right on top of descent. So I want to try give myself plenty of time today. So let's see, a little bit too far in reality perhaps to get the ATIS, but I think with the magic of VATSPA. Oh no, there's no ATIS yet, so that's pretty realistic because we are out of range. Now, is there a way of getting any weather? Well, I know does Avitab get weather? I can't remember. All I want to know is the runway that they're using. But yeah, it looks like runway 02. But it looks like they're also departing on 25 right. Sorry, Mick. Yes, QRH is the quick reference time, but that's correct. So it has all the non-normal checklists. Yeah, sorry, Morph. Yeah, I've got the weather on here anyway. I actually want the ATIS though from Patsim because that will tell you what runway they're using. Oh no, it's literally just come in now. ATIS 118650. So Barcelona information Delta 2130 Zulu. Expect ILS approach runway 02, departing runway 07 right. Wind 310 at 5. Temperature 10, dew point 8, QNH is 1002. Information Delta. So runway 02, that's okay. So I need to now work out how to change that in the air. The Airbus FMS. So ILS Zulu 02. I want transitions from runway 02. Here we go. So it's going to be a different BIBSA arrival. It's going to be a BIBSA 1 X-ray or 4 November via VIBIM. Okay, I've got it. So let's try and change this first. So flight plan.
Lufthansa 82 Mike for separation, turn right heading 250.
So how? So I think I'm starting. So we're going to go ILS Zulu 02. Yeah. So ILS 02 Zulu. Star's going to be a BIBSA 1 X-ray.
You can expect BIBSA 4 November.
Oh, BIBSA 4 November, even better. You just heard it. So that's the other arrival for 02. And the transition is going to be a VIBIM 1 November. None. Temporary insert. So I'll explain what I'm doing here. I've just got the charts in front of me, so it's just a little easier just to make sure it's all in first. Ah, look at the Airbus away here. Absolutely no problem.
American 971, descent flight level 160.
So here's the arrival from BIBSA.
Yeah, thank you.
Bagger. Speed limit. Sierra Lima Lima, which is Sabadell. Holden, VIBIM. There's the transition. So we need to do the same again. What does that D mean? Oh, discontinuity. So what I'm going to do is exactly as we did before, is delete the manual. Scary. And the flight plan discontinuity, so it goes 627 to 624. Oh, look at that little dash curve line. Temporary insert. Beautiful. I think I've managed to get it all in. Amazing. Thank God I'm not doing this during the descent. D is decel point. No, no. Oh, D is decel. Sorry, I thought it was discontinuity. There you go. There's beautiful ortho. I think it looks great ortho 4XP. I mean, I think it looks clearer than Microsoft Flight Simulator up at 35,000 feet. If you look through the dodgy clouds. Wicked. So I've got the FMS loaded. So what I'm going to do now is step through the ToLiss tutorial. Make sure it's all set up. Let's get the charts all up here. So LEBL. It's been a while since we've flown into Barcelona. I think over a year. Problem's going to be the bibs. 4 November.
Alpha 28 Mike, please say Mach number.
After that, it's going to be the transition for 02. Oh, JP charts are always so. So that takes us to Vivim. And I want the transition.
28 Mike, descent flight level 3990.
Maybe they have that on the approach charts. Yes, I'll have transition to 02. That's the one. Right, let's see, 02. Airport charts. We're going to get lost into this airport. So 02, let's try to vacate at Uniform Bravo here on the left. I will request parking on Terminal 2.
Alpha 8, 0, did you copy? 800 radio speed Mach decimal 70.
Oh, getting busy. There we go. So that's all the charts I think we need. Alrighty. So, cruise. This is what we should be doing in the Airbus. Periodically check everything here. Now, I'm comparing the flight plan fuel to the actual fuel on board. Probably not the most accurate because remember the sim brief, they don't have a NEO profile. But out of curiosity, we're approaching here Dottig. I can't remember how much extra fuel we took. It was around 2 tons, wasn't it? So we should have 3.9. We've got, cool, blimey, an extra 3 tons of fuel. So I don't know if the NEO is that much more efficient than the CFMs, but yeah, I mean, what are we burning here? Oh wow, yeah, we're burning only 2.4 tons an hour, which I think for the size of the aircraft, the gross weight is pretty low fuel burn. So that's, yeah, we're saving a lot of gas here. It took a lot extra. Just realised standards not set here. Oops. So cruise, check the ECAM pages. Descent preparation, so check landing elevation set to auto. It is. Check the arrival, which we know is now correct. Enter destination data in the performance approach page. So QNH is 1002. Temperature at Barcelona is 10. Surface wind is 3105. MDA is here.
Descent flight level 350 initially.
Category C is 320 feet. And it's going to be a full flat landing, so approach speed you're going to fly is 148. I know I can push my button in and it'll do it for me. Well, over crosswind here, 50 knots. So that page is all loaded. Click line quick to a waypoint after top of descent. I don't know if this function works though, so there is top of descent. I think if I push this, access wind data, yeah, I don't think this is technically working, so it might screw with our descent profile slightly. That's all done. I think pretty much that is it. All we need to do is brief it. The rest is all set. Frequencies courses. It's an Airbus, so it's settled that up for me. So this is the arrival, guys, coming in from Bisba. Let's check these restrictions here. So we go to flight plan. There we are. So starting off at Bisba. Ah yes, we can pop this out, which is great. There we go. So let's try and get everything into view here. There we are. So starting off at Bisba, out or below flight level 270. So we'll select Bisba. So we need to update this in the FMS. There's no restriction here. Look, so we need to put 270 or above. Now, how do you put... sorry, 270 below. Do I put 270B? Uh-oh. Chat.
Lufthansa 506 for my second hold.
I'm waiting very patiently here.
506 reduce speed.
Ninja JPL, you're student Brazil. Very cool.
69er, correction. 69er.
Kid Bear, gotta get some sleep. Good night, everyone. Have a nice butter. Thanks a lot, Kid Bear, for tuning in.
506, my bad, correction.
270 minus. Thank you.
69er.
Thank you. Altitude error?
Alpaga 28, Mike, continue descent to flight level 330.
Okay, I think that just means when we get going what the error is from that level.
28, Mike, descent to
Let's
flight
swiftly
level
move away from that page. Well, at least I managed to get a restriction in.
UPS 26,
So Bisma 270 with a little magenta star. Going then to Bagger. No restrictions. Sabadell is 250 at flight level 100. That is in the FMS. So that's fine. From Sabadell, I'm going to go to Delta 710 Kilo. Let's turn this music down, guys.
506, descent flight level 350 and
To Delta 170 Kilo, which is this point here. So we've got Delta 170 Kilo. That's this one here, 11 miles.
350.
Kilo is the 11th letter of the alphabet. That's to be at above 90, which is coded. And then we go to Vabim. Oh, Oldin Vabim. So Oldin, Vabin. And there's holding at Vabin if we've not been cleared. So that's the initial arrival, guys. It's all in there now. And so from Vibim, we've got a transition to fly. And it goes like this. Look, it's a bit of a wobbly one, but it's very common in a lot of European airports now. Oh, did I do it wrong? Minus 270, not 270 minus. Ah, did I put the constraint in wrong? Wrong way. You have to push down to go up. I've never understood that. Is that correct? Minus then 270. I suppose that makes more sense.
Alpaga 1 Lima Mike, descent
Uh-oh.
flight level 350 initially. Descending 350 Alpaga 1 Lima Mike. And 1 Lima Mike, reduce speed, Mach decimal 69er. Reduce speed.
You saw that? I did that though. Look, did you see that, guys? Minus 270 and then 270 minus.
364, go ahead.
So is that a bug or is that actually how it works correctly? I've got a lot of itching heads. I'll leave it. I'm happy and I know what the restrictions. We'll try and comply with it. Anyway, once we get to Vibim.
132.57. Have a great evening over at 364.
Bravo Lima 639, which is here. Max flight 80 to be below 4,000, but you can see 80 in the box. There we go. I'm not going to check every altitude here, but 65, 631, 627, 65, 631, 627. Maintaining 250 knots. There's no speed restriction here until the initial turn. And you see here, you've got these points coded here. So basically, ATC could just sequence you to any one of these waypoints here for a shortcut. Now, my only concern is if I get cleared to one of these, how on earth do I put that in the Airbus? I know how to do it if there's already an existing waypoint there. But I guess do I go direct and then I could just simply type it in, BL620, and then execute, I guess. But yeah, you get the idea. It's a point merge approach. Instead of conventional holding, which they do still have, they could just send you off here in the distance and then just send you onto the localizer when they've been cleared. But I've just got rid of that discontinuity instead of a vector. So it goes from here, look, direct all the way around here onto the approach via the centre fix. Sanis is the initial fix. You can see Sanis, then the centre fix, 2,700 at Sanis. Just make sure that's at or above, which it is. And they want you to be at 2,000 at FI point, which is fine. That's a 60 ME. That looks good in the FMS. Down to the minimum. So yeah, that's the arrival. Frequencies courses, it's going to do that for me, isn't it? Rad nav, 108, 108.75. Ooh, Shouldn't that be in there if I've selected the island? No, don't. I need to activate approach phase. When I activate approach phase, then I think it loads the radio nav page. If not, I'll try and remember to do that. You guys will definitely have to be helping me out with regards to that. But yeah, that's all good. Oh, look at this for timing. Does the ToLiss come with a landing performance calculator? I don't think it does. So what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to guesstimate it. If you're a line pilot, please do this. 2,500 metres. Uniform Bravo is going to be around 2,200. Let's go flat full on auto brake to... I'm going to go low. Yeah, because I think the brake's quite effective. And then we can just brake manually to make Uniform Bravo. And then we'll request Terminal 2. Or if it gives a stand, we'll just try and find it. It'll be more fun. Andy M71, thank you. It will do it. Don't mess with that page, lol. Very good. Right, I think we're okay. I think I've done everything. We've got 60 miles to top of descent. All going beautifully well. Just south of Marseille now, over the Mediterranean. And there is Barcelona. There is Marseille just behind us. A little 360 in the old stapler here. QPT aviation fascination. Really do admire your guts on flying that bus thing. Okay. But yes, heavily reliant on you, I will be. A 360 around the 321. Reduced speed Mach decimal 69 Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Now that is very slow. I might not be able to do that. Now what's going to be the easiest way of doing it? Pulling this, I guess. Yeah, that's too slow. I'll give him the green dot, which I think green dot is the best clean speed. So I'm going to say decimal 72. 69 is too slow. He's putting me in a maneuver. Well, the amber bar, which I think is the maneuver margin. So we'll just fly above the green dot there. Look, I remembered to pull it. Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Best we can do is decimal 72.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
That's why I like ATC about it. It's just brilliant. Trying to sequence traffic, getting us to slow down. Green dot minimum clean. I've got a funny feeling it is Jonathan Wiltshire. It is. So just staying above that makes sense. I don't want to go any slower. Now, how do I... Well, I'm not going to, but... I guess if I go to the perf page, descent, I can update my target descent speeds here. So managed selected decimal 72. And I guess I could update these speeds if I wished, but we'll leave it as it is unless ATC gives us a specific restriction in descent. Can you put the Mach in the cruise page? I could, but this is what I do in the 7.3, just open the speed window. Ooh. Oh, that's speed. Oh, that's brake low, as in the auto brake setting, isn't it? I was worried about that. Green dot is the best lift drag. Very good. Add J20, guys. This guy will know. He is an engineer. Well, I think he's an engineer on the... Are you on the Airbus as well, J20? I know you're on the 7.3, I think. Maybe not. I don't know enough, but this guy is an aircraft engineer. And he knows everything. He answers so many of the questions for the guys in Discord for me. Well, let's go at the most efficient speed. I don't want to be entering this amber bar, which in the 7.3 represents 1.3 G manoeuvre speed. Echo 11, what A levels would you advise to be a pilot? If you feel confident enough, Echo 11, go for your physics and your maths. I didn't take that at A level. I wish I had. I did what I actually enjoyed when I was 17, 18 years old. 320 as well, and J20, very cool. Ronan O'Keefe, if you leave the speed pools, you can still descend in managed mode. Now, that's VNAV, isn't it? And then open descent is level change. Descent flight level 340, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Now this is where I genuinely don't know the best way of doing this. Vertical speed, is there a way of updating my cruise speed, cruise level? Let's try vertical speed.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, contact Barcelona 132.
Pull vertical speed 1000.
575 Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, thank you, bye bye.
France 408, eh bien, faites route sur...
Oh, there we go. Managed equals VNav, open equals level change, anti-M71. Let me write that down. Managed equals VNav. Thing is, I'll learn it all again today, and then it'll be another 3 months until we fly it, and I'll be asking all the questions again. Open equals level change. Oh, there is actually something I wanted to try. Burak showed me how to put a fix ring in. So press left line select key on any waypoint, and then put in the where's the fix page? Oh, I can't remember. I know he did explain to me how to put fix ring. I'm not 100% too worried about it because I don't need the fix rings, but that'd be quite cool to know how to do it. List him in. He'll then try to pull He'll try to pull the altitude knob in the 738 and work and cry. Now, obviously I'm back at 340. Is there a way of telling the FMS that I want to stay at this level? Flight plan. Right, what happens if I now push this back in? Nothing. Okay, and I don't want to push that in because I'm happy at flying at 0.72. Out ATC called. Did you call Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima?
Yes, X-ray Lima, descent flight level 320.
Descent flight level 320, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Sorry guys, 320.
Alpaca Charlie Alpha Tango, descent flight level 30.
Push. No, I don't want level change, I want vertical speed. Pull. Hey, look at that, how swift was that? I didn't want level change, so I pulled my vertical speed, not 1,000 feet per minute. Kieran Harvey, progress page, insert 350 top left. I'm not going to do it now, obviously. Descent flight level 310, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. 310 checks. Just for future reference then, progress page. Very good. But how do I tell it that I've started descending already? Does it know? White arrow is the original top of descent, blue is where I'm going to be reaching the MCP altitude. Fender, I'd rather leave it in managed mode. I'm managing just fine, thanks. I've been waiting to do that all day. No, I'm joking. Well, that on the spot. More of it knows, okay. Yeah, and I think I get a little VNav profile, don't we, once we start really going down. Progress page, punch in 310 and it will give you a new top of descent. Okay. Very good, Kieran, thank you. Same as the 7.3 really, it's just knowing where to put the information. Very cool. 84 FPS. Very FPS friendly. I mean, outside we're hitting 100. It's just crazy. What a fantastic aircraft. I mean, how optimised is it to be pushing 100 FPS? Sometimes I'm struggling for 25, 30. To have a complex aircraft like this. I mean, I know I'm over the sea here, but still in the Orpheus, over land, I'm getting 65 plus. Even the clouds loading in, look, we're still getting 90. So when you leave it in manage, it descends at 1,000 feet per minute like the 7.3 does if you push out into vent before top of descent. Okay. I'm still flying decimal 7.2. I can actually give him reduce the speed now if I wanted, but keep it at 7.2.
Alpaca 32 Extra Lima, continue descent flight level
Jordan Todd, don't know what you're on about.
Contact the Barcelona frequency 132.57.
Was that for me? I think it might be.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, continue descent flight level 300.
Turn up ATC in town. John Rimley, will this plane be a free upgrade if you already own the A321? No, it's $29.95. It was for me. Is he not waiting for my read bag? Was it to contact 132575? I thought it was.
Bonsoir, continue to climb to flight level 350.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, confirm frequency 132575.
I firm, X-ray Lima, bye bye.
Au revoir.
And 300.
Perfect. Oh, and to descend. Okay. To be fair, if I miss it, which you can do at work, if you're busy briefing or something like that, you should give me my clearance again, you know, instead of me giving the frequency. We should be requesting descent now anyway. Barcelona, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, flight level 310 inbound to Nildu, Mach decimal 72, request descent.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, hello, identify, expect runway VATSPA 1 X-ray, runway 02, descent level 250.
Spec the Bisba 1 X-ray for runway 02, descent flight, confirm the cleared flight level, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima 250.
Descend flight level 250, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Of course, it gives me the other one. Right, 250, I pushed it. Descend. Captain Monster, you are cleared to descend. Yes, I know, but I'm not going to set it without reading back the clearance. That would be very unprofessional. I had no idea the other guy cleared me to descend further. Right. The other arrival is exactly the same. So, Bisba... You've got the Bisba 1 X-ray and the 4 November. They're literally identical. The only difference is the Bisba 1 X-ray goes the other side of the airport. So I say they're completely different. They go the other side of the airfield, so that's actually a real pain. I'll see if he can give me the Bisba 4 November, but the other one goes to the west of the airport.
Alpaca 28 Mike, contact approach 125.25. 125.25, Bye.
Barcelona, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Any chance of the Bisba for November?
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, copy Bisba for November.
Thank you, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. See, the Bisma 4 Zulu, and I'd actually ask this in real life if it was quiet. The other arrival, it takes you, if I show you the chart briefly. Oh, have I just burst the altitude there? Yeah, I think I was going to be low 250 there. Just want to show you this other arrival here. He's got a 1 X-ray gutted. Let me just show you this other arrival. Ah!
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, continue descent level 200.
What's it doing? No, keep descending. It's a push. There it goes, I think. No, how do I get it to go down to 2.5? I'm pushing. Vertical speed it is. Push. Ah, dear. So the arrival he actually gave us originally, this was it. So the Bisba 4 November is, as you saw here, where is the Bisba 1 X-ray? I hate jet charts. They have separate charts over arrival. There we go. So this is the arrival we're doing, and I want to do because it's far more expeditious. Basically, get here to Sabadell south, and then vectored onto 02. The other arrival, the 1 X-ray, look, it goes right past the airport, all the way out here to Tilby, Ulkul Tokti, then onto the 02. So an extra 40 track miles. So yeah, that's why I asked for the Bisba 4 November. There might be a constraint preventing you.
Alpaca 6, Golf Foxtrot, descent flight level
Oh, really?
250.
I've got rid of it now. Nothing to see. Keep sending.
Foxtrot a few.
Oh dear.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, continue descent flight level 220.
Descent flight level 220, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. So that's set 220.
Alpaca Charlie, Alpha Tango.
Checked. So at waypoint Bagger, we want to be at flight level 243 ideally, and we're at 256. Now where is my VNAV profile? Oh my, I want to stop bringing the speed back as well, because I'm going to find decimal 72. So I think I want to recapture my old profile. Pull for open descent. I pulled it, I've gone to open descent. You do Airbus. Stop guessing. It's thrust idle, okay. And it's bringing back the target descent speed. And I'm sure now, yes, that we're 1900 feet below profile. Yep, fine, you do it. Ah, press constraints to show the constraints. So next constraint is 10,000 at Sabadell. And it's bringing back the speed as well. Yeah, nothing to see it. Top Rider Q&H select to press constraint. That will see the constraints and have display that one I got. In a Boeing, you fly the airplane, but in Airbus, the plane flies you. Yeah, that's it. Just pull the knob out.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, when you able, recycle squawk 6256.
So let's say again, Alpaca 1 Lima Mike.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, squawk 6256.
Crossford. Right, so we got a couple of blue arrows. Blue arrow I know is where we're going to... That's 220. The white jagged arrow... Anyone's guess, but someone did say to me that in the beta at the moment it needs readjusting, it could be off, but what on earth does that white squiggly arrow mean? The blue arrow, that's where we're going to reach 220. That one I know. Thank you very much, Hans Christian Halland's just joined as a member. Thank you very much. Obviously very impressed with my Airbus skills. And thank you very much for your membership. Glad you enjoyed the content. Enjoy custom emojis. Enjoy the Discord as well. Amazing. It's where you catch up to profile. Thank you very much, Melting Bilver Outland. And put level 02 inside the blue brackets on the progress page. Is that for the fixed rings? Oh, level. This is what Burak was explaining to me, I think. Ah! Oh, I like this. So that's the radial and distance. No, it can't be the radial. 229 it has to be a track. Yes, 22. So we need to go on a bearing of 229, 56 miles. Love it. Peta, I'm glad I have speed 250 knots, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Now to get, oh, we're at level here at 220 anyway. So let me just change that to speed first so I can actually comply with ATC. So 250. Now I need to tell the FMS, right, descent speed is 250 knots, not in it, not flight plan, not progress. Performance. Ah, 250. Now, if I managed, do I put 250 knots in managed?
50, 40,
125,
30, 20,
Thank you, bye-bye.
10.
Perf. Right, hold on, whoever that was here. Yeah, that one I did.
Alpaca 32X Lima, continue descent flight level 200.
Descent flight level 200, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. And this is a
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, continue descent flight level 200.
push. There we go. I actually want to push it. Perf. Yep, change that to 250. Not allowed. Slash 250. Not allowed. Do I have to put a Mackin number as well? Let's put 69.
España 999
Oh God, it's already infuriating me. No!
Alpaca Charlie Alpha Tango, contact approach 125.25, bye-bye.
Oh dear. Right, anyway, we're going down at 250 knots, that's all that matters. You're not allowed to change after start of descent? Really? You can't when it's green? But how do you tell the FMS that you want to fly 250 knots and build a profile based off 250 knots? Do I just have to keep the speed window open now? I'm in... Oh, right, I'm not even in VNAV now, I'm in open descent. Am I? No, I'm in descent. That's VNAV descent, approaching 200. And I'm doing 250. All good. Need to give the speed window back to the computer, but if I do that, is it going to accelerate? Yes, I don't want it to do that because it's going to add thrust. No. Give it back to me. Pull 250 knots, and I want to tell the computer, give me 250 knots, and then I can put it back into closing it. Oh, can that be done? I hope you understand what I'm trying to do as well. The idea is, this is... At 125.25 Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Can I take it one dear? There you go. That's the only one there. He thinks I understood his reply, but I don't.
Contacto radar 32570, colaboran
Barcelona in Spanish.
Thank you, this on flight level
Busy. Am I getting high on profile? No clue. Barcelona, we want us Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, maintain flight level 200, and we're on the Bismarck 4 November inbound to Sabadell, request descent.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima identified, descent flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Push.
Barcelona approach, EZ2905, flight level 250 inbound 2 miles.
So yeah, I don't know how to change it to 250. Managed speed will calculate an automatic decel for flight level 100. Okay. You don't need to put 250 in the MCDU, you're essentially doing it with the speed knob already. Ah, so Craig Island, basically,
50,
if I twiddle
40,
this knob,
30,
it automatically
10.
recalculates based off that speed. That's cool. Thank you very much.
It's been determined I officially can't land this bird. I wish you all the butters. Cheers.
Thank you. Well, firstly, just Kieran Harvey for the pound there. Sorry I missed that. For fixed rings, flight plan page, any left key, click flex in the input there. I'll try that in a second, Kieran. Secondly, we all know who V1 Simulations is. Thank you very much. We've had 2 Airbus pilots in today. 320 Sim Pilot and V1 Sims now for the $5. Thank you very much. Well, it's been determined I officially can't land this bird. I wish you all the butters. Cheers, V1 Simulations. Close your eyes and just cringe at my somewhat lack of aircraft and my disdain. But we're doing okay. With chat, we're getting this aircraft down here. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for your donation. I hope you're doing very well. I know we've not spoken in a while. And I hope you're keeping safe stateside, buddy. Thank you very much. But yes, here we are. 250 knots. 10,000 feet's the next restriction, which I need to work out where our profile is. Oh, this is saying we're high. Alright, so I need to be at 10,000 feet at Sabadell, which is only 4 minutes away. Yeah, we need to get going down. Descent flight level 80, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. And I need open descent. How do I go as quickly as possible? Well, here comes a speed brake. And we're in level change already, aren't we? I know there's the expedite button, but someone said don't push that. Right, we're at idle, 250. This, I hope, will be what we need to recapture this profile, because remember, we need to be level at flight level 100 by Sabadell. But not much we could have done, because we were only cleared to 150 before. Roy, I thought you had to do in the Airbus was to push the land button. I still haven't found it, Rory. Oh, you're all saying pull the knob. There you go. Open descent. Open descent's level change. Thank you. Let's see if we can do our best to make this restriction. Seatbelt sign, come on. There we go. There's a speed brakes out of it. Kieran Harvey, the jagged line shows you'll be fine. Yes, I mean, I can work it out mathematically. We're going to be there at 46, it's 44, so we've got 2 minutes. We've got 2,600 feet per minute with 4,000 feet to go just about in, yeah. No, you bust the restriction. Not yet, Medlinger. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make flight level 100 by this restriction. In fact, here's my profile coming up, my little green ball. So I think as soon as we get to that, I then push it back in. As in to say, there you go, Airbus, push. And we're already doing 250, so I can stow the speed brake. So I think now, VNAV, or I should say, managed descent, will make sure that we'll comply with the 100 restriction at Sabadell.
Alpha Charlie Alpha Tango, follow the within 1 November arrival for runway 02 transition.
Very cool. So I hope he's expecting us to do the restriction. The other guy just got cleared on the Vidim transition. That Hugo, yeah, you push it. And now it's VNAV. I know. V1 Sims, flying managed is perfectly fine and normal though when AC is jockeying around a bit. I love that V1 Sim. That's like in the 7.3. We just use level change and vertical speed. You know, when ATC's vectoring us or giving us speed restrictions, it's easier. But I'm confident thinking now that managed mode will comply with this restriction. I can see my little magenta arrow right on the Sabadell. And we're obviously cleared to 80, so once we get there we can just use vertical speeds, descend 1,000 feet per minute. Just make sure we're going to be above 90 though, at 11 miles away from Sabadell.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Thanks a lot. AV FWT for the 5 Euros 50.
Just press the stick fully down. Always works on decent. Well, it kinda works. Stay safe, man. Any chances that you're a max pilot soon?
Thank you very much for your expert advice, AVFWT. I'm not going to apply it today. In the A300 about 2 streams ago, we were pretty much making full nose down and nose up inputs. But yes, possibly. We do have maxes, possibly in the future, but not trained on any type rating or training yet. But we'll have to see. I'm confident that it'll be a safe provision. Look at that! I airbust with the managed profile to make the restriction of 100 using the correct modes. That's scenery down there. Oh yeah, right, I'm going to go vertical speed now anyway. And that's all. Vertical speed 1000, perfect. Post cruise checks now.
Stopping at flight level 170 and contacting
at 10,000 feet, switch landing lights on. I'll put the turn off lights on as well.
That's correct. Break up back at 328 Lima. Speed back to 30 knots. Expect further descent in about 30 miles due to the departures.
Reduce speed 230 knots or maintain 80. Alpaca 32X Lima. Perfect, 230 knots, 80. Now we just got to be careful here because we have got a 9,000 foot per minute restriction ahead of us, so we're just going to shadow that rate of descent off. 230. And it says we also need to put constraints on and localizer scales. Oh, we've got a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich tube. 75. Hopefully that will change the correct one. Air guest more like. I love that little scheme. Rick, have you ever had glitches in the Zebo 3 with a Vorlock on the approach mode that doesn't fly you to the localizer? Rick, I think what you're probably suffering with there is X-Plane's lack of... Basically, it doesn't always radiate the localizer far enough. I only sometimes need to pick it up about 20 miles. So if ATC vector you outside of 20 miles to intercept the localizer, you can't do it. It's impossible. So the best thing to do is extend the centre line. Oh, no. Look, I've just bust the level here, technically. So yeah, look, 90 above until you're 11 miles away. Oops, I'm actually just below that. That's me not concentrating, chatting away here. So nothing to see here. We'll just shadow that off. Minus 100. Oh, just push it and let it deal with the constraints. Yeah, look at me going old school. So push. No, no, it's going to even further bust the restriction. Who said that? Oh dear. Pull. Let's go back to vertical speed here. I want to be just doing 200 feet per minute anyway. I've got ages to go.
Alpaca 32X-ray Lima, speed 210 knots for minimum clean.
Minimum clean, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. So I think minimum clean is the green dot, correct? Or minimum drag, so I don't want to go any slower than that. Let's just bug the green dot. Yeah, there we go. Flight 0 above, no problem. We're pretty much done with the star unless we have to hold it Vivian, so I won't close it just yet. And there we are, inbound to Vivian Point here. Max 100, minimum flight level 70, so all good. It's like watching a wrestling match. Thanks a lot, Kate. I'm doing okay, I think. I'm doing okay. But speed, you know, 80's giving me a speed, so I don't want it in Airbus you manage my speed mode. So I want to be flying minimum clean, as requested. Anyway, if we look out the first officer's window, there we are, I haven't even looked. Hopefully we'll be down there in a second. Runway 02's here.
Currently at 5,000 feet, climbing 6,000.
If I was jump seating, I'd be like, there we are. Super cool.
Traffic at flight level,
Are your speed brakes still deployed? No, I managed to remember to retract those. Oh, activate approach. Is this the correct point, as Itamar has suggested, to activate approach mode?
Clear of traffic, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1002.
Send altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1002, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. So 6,000 is checked.
My mistake is correction, QNH 1003.
QNH 1003, descend 6,000 feet, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. So QNH is...
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, expect Vivian 1 November transition for runway 02.
Vivian 1 November transition, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. As we've briefed, so let me just have a play here. If I push that in, that's just going to descend straight down to 6,000 feet as quick as possible, which I don't want. You know, otherwise we're just going to be inefficiently descending. So I'm just going to keep it in vertical speed at minus 300 feet per minute, which is what I've been doing in real life. We're flying the speed here. Jonathan Wiltshire, only 200 feet per minute. Yeah, I mean, how many track miles we got? We've got miles to fly yet. I don't know where we are on the sequence of the approach. I don't think we're going to get a straight in. We'll see. Now, why is that blinking, QNH 1003? Is that because I'm above the transition altitude? Activate approach and be aware that it will maintain green dots. I do it at lock capture, although it is SOP specific. V1 simulation selected, was in Berlin and tried to fly 320 level D, which I'd love to go back. Oh, you're talking to V1 Sims. V1 Sims, is you still here? Please. How do I get this thing down? You haven't set on the FO side. 1003. I have. QNH 1003. Turn on the FO's constraint. Well, yeah, I mean, I could, but is that going to make any difference? I'll leave it on my side. Yep, lol. Alright, now I'm gonna turn that approach phase on. Perf. Right, I've activated it. How do I get the correct ident as well? My ILS frequency is 108. Oh, it's tuned early, so I think it's correct. It's just the wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I phoned Barcelona.
Number 7, contact final approach
119.1, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Bye. That's completely my fault, and that is a big threat there because I haven't flown on to 02 for ages. And I completely forgot Bravo Lima Tango is the ident for 02. I had the ident for 25 right in my head, so it is correctly identifying there. Right. Speed's okay. We're in vertical speed, just doing 300 feet per minute, and he wants 119.1.
Arrival, that will be 2 November.
Down to 150 and continue Albert.
506, speed 160 knots, please. Alpaca 28 max, speed 160 knots.
Selected speed, then approach phase. Oh, okay. Well, I've got the ILS here. At least I can use VS and heading if push comes to shove. Barcelona, we went as Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, descending altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1003. On the Vivim transition inbound Bravo Lima 639.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, good evening, descend 5,000 feet.
So an altitude 5,000 feet, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. So 5,000 feet set. Set 1003 on the standby, very good.
1806 and tower on 118.5, bye-bye.
So yeah, I mean, I know I can use manage modes and other modes, but to be fair, the aircraft's doing what I want. The speed, I'll bring it back to 220 now. I'm just doing a very shallow descent. I'm on a 14-mile flight. I don't want to get any lower. As soon as we get turned onto our base leg, then I'll think about configuring managing speed. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we are here. Hans, would it be possible to do a stream into Russian airspace? It would be very interesting to see if I understand correctly. Russia use meters below transition, also QFE. I think very recently, Hans, actually Russia's gone over to using feet now, but I think they still use QFE for the altimetry reference. Awesome stuff. Well, there we are on a very long base leg. Oh, I'm below that green dot speed. I feel like I should be doing that.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, left heading 0.
It's a bit of light turbulence here.
Approach, runway 02, descending 3,000 feet.
Left heading 050, cleared ILS 02 and descending 3,000 feet, Alpaca 1 Lima Mike.
Oh yeah, what was these fixed rings?
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. That definitely feels like I need at least flaps 1, so I'll select 1. Now, what is a safe speed to fly? I always get confused with this. I think S is the point at which is it the, I feel like 180 with flap 1 is too slow. I need at least flap 2. So you see the glide slope is gone now, so yeah, at vertical speed 300 is fine.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, speed 160.
I'm going to be flying the full RNAV arrival here. Ouch. I've never done that into Barcelona unless it's super busy, which it is to be fair. Flap 2 if going below S. Yeah, I think that... Gosh, that was actually close to exceeding the max lap speed. Ah, look! It's closed the window! No, I don't want you to do that yet. I want to still control the speed, thank you very much.
Mike, speed 160 knots until 8 PME, contact tower 118.325.
Oh, it's going round.
Speed 160 knots until 8 DME, can you repeat the frequency for Alpaca 2 Mike?
180 knots flat 2 is your window at 2,000 feet. Okay, cool. Well, it was a speed back at 180 now, we're out at 23 miles.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, maintain the heading.
Maintain present heading, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. That's hard to do in the middle of a turn. Alright, we'll just go heading select. So it needs to increase some spacing. Bit of a heads up.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot Buenas, please continuous clear. Speed 180 knots, please. Speed 180 knots, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
Uh-oh, getting screwed by ATC here.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, and white heading 350 degrees, clear as approach, runway 02.
Running 350 degrees on a heading, cleared ILS 02, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Is it 3? Ugh. There we are, so that's the intercept heading.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, descend 3,000 feet to intercept, speed 160 knots.
Produce speed, descend 3,000 feet, produce speed 160 knots, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. That's unlucky, 160 at 20 miles. Let's get everyone doing 200 knots until 10. Right, so yeah, this is X-plane now. I'm too far out for X-plane to pick up the localizer. So how can I intercept the magenta line, let's say? And I think I can do 160 with flaps 2 here. I might just have to do it manually, because I just don't know. If I just... I know, let's just cheat. I'm just going to route direct to Bravo Lima 620. Direct. And I know that it automatically engages it, look, straight away to nav. That'll do. I'm sure you can have S777, but look, that's the next best thing here.
Mantenemos rumbo Iberia 935 por los pelos.
Oh, so this is actually my profile here. let's start descending then on 1200 feet per minute. We're doing 160. Just wait for X-Plane to catch up and give me the localizer.
Alpaca Charlie Alpha Tango, descend 3000.
Just press loc. Even though I'm out of range of the localizer, I don't think that will make any difference, will it? It's going to follow the green line anyway, and then when the localizer was going to come online, I was just going to select localizer then.
Mike, speed 180 knots, please, anti-right minus final, contact tower 118.325.
Speed 180 knots, Alten.
I think I've done rather well. I'm very pleased with my Airbus progress, even though I'm technically no longer maintaining the heading. Now, hold on, if I push this in, now it's going to maintain the speed for me, isn't it? Ah. But the thing is, what speed is that? Performance. So now I push that speed window in, what speed is it actually trying to manage? I have no clue. Ah, look, localizer's just come alive now in X-Plane 11. Localizer capture, runway heading set. Oh my goodness, all these people are subscribing straight away. Well, welcome aboard, everyone. What's going on? The F speed. No, it will go to V approach. Okay, fix guys. Oh no, I don't want back. Okay, let's just maintain 160. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Oh my days. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so when I come back, when I select the landing flap...
Alpaca 32 X for Lima, speed 160 knots until 60 ME, contact tower 118.325, bye-bye.
160 till 60 ME, tower 118.325, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, bye. That's so slow so early, and also I completely scuppered up this green dot profile. I thought this was my kind of rough ILS glide slope profile. I'm basically dragging it 18 miles at 3,700 feet. Screwed that up. Hit approach, yeah. Well, at my operator, we only hit approach when we're in one dot of the glide, so I'm not going to do that yet. I will do. I will hit approach. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. I'm only following my SOPs. Better change my direction. Yeah, they slowed us right down really early. 160 till 6 at 25 miles. Yeah, that's slow. Maintain 160 in selected speed. When you reach 60 ME, push the speed knob in the configure for landing. You're doing just fine. Thanks for your Sibs. I see the 4 reds. Well, I'm just going to drag it in. I comply with the speeds ATC gave us.
506, wind is 3106, runway 02, clear to land.
Right, let's just going to mute the alerts here. Had a massive rush of subscribers all at once. I don't know where they all came in from.
Barcelona Tower, hello, Transavia 86 Victor, holding point runway 07 right.
Transavia 86 Victor, good evening.
So here comes the glide slope. As soon as it's been one dot alarm approach.
On a point 07 right for Transavia 86 Victor, and which approach should we plan to contact at 2,000 feet?
Transavia 86 Victor, 125, that's 125.
12525, thanks so much, Transavia 86 Victor.
Tower, Buenos Aires, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, establish localizer 02 at 13 miles.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, good evening, sir. Speed 160 or less, continue approach number 38, I think.
Number what? 38? Continue approach, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Right, there's one dot, alarm approach, which is here. And then I'll wait to 2,000 feet. At 2,000 feet, I'm going to go gear down, flaps 3. That's the Airbus way, I know. It's close. And then we'll configure full flaps. There we are. What do you think, guys?
506, begin to left, contact ground 121.7, no delay, please.
Yeah, no delay, get off. On the most efficient descent, but that was partly scuppered by ATC. They've got a lot of arrivals in here. Is that glide slope capture? Must be. Yeah, there he goes. And Mr. Approach.
Wait, Mike, wind is 3106 knots, runway 02.
Mr. Approach altitude, climb runway 500 feet. We didn't brief this. Right turn to Praha VOR, max 185, climb of 3,000. 3,000 feet is set. Right, let's turn the music off. We're all ready to go, guys. On the 737, when you go gear down flat 15, you don't really have gear down flat 3. I mean, you can, but not many airlines do it. Thanks, Lewis. It gives me a little bit of commonality, though.
Transavia 86 Victor, wind is 3106 knots, runway 07 right, clear for takeoff.
So someone's taking off a 07 right. Oh my, look at that. There's 2 aircraft ahead of us here, so we've got to really comply with those speeds. Now, why is that not appearing on here? I've definitely got the transponder on TARA. Why am I not getting any traffic on the ND? They're really, the 80 have really sequenced as well. Yes, they probably slowed us down a bit early. Now, how do I get traffic to display on here on the ND? I'll just bring that speed back a tad.
Packet 28 Mike, vacate to left, ground 121.7, good night.
Vacate left, ground 121.7.
Perfect. Put it this way, guys, the amount of butters flight data has actually spelled it about different
Lima Mike, wind is 3106
He's flown us in, I had to pick one passenger on flight to land, it'll be here, thanks V16.
Clear to land, runway
It's more like
02,
the judgment
Lima
though.
Mike.
Stop at the transponder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why the traffic's not on.
2000.
Well, spacing looks perfect. Right, that's the point where I said I could figure. Alright, let's do it. Gear down. Flaps 3. Right. Push. There we are. Airbus is going to do its thing with the speed. Where's my landing checklist? Arm the speed brake. It is.
Transavia 86 Victor, contact approach 125.25, good night.
Firm auto brake, flap 3, and then select flaps full. What's the flat placard speed? Flap 400. Oh, massively high. Let's go full flaps then. So select full flaps. And that's it. Landing memo, cabin.
Approach 125.25.
There we are. Checks complete. Ecam no blue. There we are. Just waiting for our landing clearance. Guys, scenery, Barcelona, just sim. Very nice. I think ATC have done a splendid job with the sequencing here. What a fantastic flight this in. Should we give it a go, guys? Let's disconnect everything. I know Barack mentioned don't push this button, but my disconnect autopilot button isn't working, so I'm going to have to push the button here. Yes. And I heard Airbus sounds leave you on the front.
Lima Mike, when I go vacate to left, ground 121.7,
checked.
good night.
Oh, lovely control wheel steering. No trim, just hold the flight directors. Thrust. It's going to do its thing. First turn off, Captain. Yes, let's go for the Uniform Bravo we're going to go for. So looking good.
32 X-ray Lima, wind is 3106 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Right, 02, clear to land, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Landing clearance is in, guys.
Attack Alpha Tango, good.
So just following the flight rate, just tiny bit higher on the glide slope, making small changes.
500.
Checked. Looking okay. Slight crosswind from the left. Keep descending. Oh, FMA land. That's a good sign. Keep it coming.
300.
Looking very nice and stable. Just got to keep it going all the way down. A little bit high.
200.
Correcting. Centerline looks good.
100.
Checked.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20. Retard.
Close.
Retard. 10.
Oh no! What happened there? I did a minus 90 on my test run. Oh, Tobias, what's going to happen now? Speed breaks up. Reverses. I think that's one of the worst ones ever. Reverses. Oh dear. Next left. Manual braking. Oh dear, oh dear. Next left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Barcelona. Where did that come from? I thought that was looking really good. Checked and then boom.
Tower 32 X-ray Lima, welcome to Barcelona, vacate left, ground 121.7, and that was a hot one.
21.7. Oh, I was hoping you didn't see that. Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Brilliant ATC, mate. Good night.
Yep.
Oh no, they're watching the stream as well. Pretty embarrassing. Ah, outrageous. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome anyway. Oh my days. Right, alerts are on.
Torre, muy buenas noche, Iberia 9375, establecido en el
That's
ILS
embarrassing.
de la
Anyway, you know what? I could just blame it on it's Airbus. It wasn't my fault.
Pushback Alpha Tango with this 3106.
London City, Airbus A319, minus 90. Get it, no problem. Barcelona with a massive... Oh, now I'm going on the grass. 2,500 metre runway. Boom, smashed it down. Oh dear. New teeth, please. Yeah, get the banter in now, because I will read it all back when we get on stand. I'm looking forward to it. Unbelievable. Barcelona ground, we Buenos Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, vacated runway 02 at Uniform Bravo. So 21.7.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, welcome to Barcelona. Continue taxi uniform and Sierra, hold short Echo 7 behind your company traffic.
Uniform Sierra, Echo 7, hold short company traffic, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Ooh, whistle stop tour, where's it going to take us? Echo 7.
Alpaca 28 Mike.
Well, there's the company traffic there, so on to Sierra.
Contact ground 121.65,
I think we're going over here to the normal.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike.
Because Echo 7's up here, so we're going to go... A bit of a long taxi here, it'll be good fun.
1165 Alpaca.
Did we die? Absolutely not. That was just a very positive landing.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, your stand will be 230.
Stand 230, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the stream anyway. I can't believe it. That is probably... Tobias, are you still here? I think that's one of the worst landings we've had. I think that might be so cold last. Oh dear. I know what it was. I used V1 simulations. He expected me to butter it. He put all this extra pressure on me. Right, Echo 7 coming up here, and then we've got a hold short, and then we'll find out where our stand is here. Stand 230. There we are. So on the main terminal T1. Beautiful. Tobias has fainted. Anyway, just sim scenery. Let's not talk about anything else. Beautiful scenery. This is Echo 7 here. It is Echo 7. That's good.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Contact ground 121.65. Thanks for flying to Barcelona.
Ground of 121.65. Thanks a lot for the brilliant ATC Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Good data. Brilliant. Whoa. So taxi got so sensitive. So we're just going to hold short of Echo 7 here. 21.65. Better slow down because it won't be the first time we've done a runway incursion today. Oh, you guys are so accustomed to buttery smooth landings as well. Tobias, oh no, he's here. Oh dear. Right, I just need to get the APU started. We'll just check in with ground. Barcelona ground, being wireless Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. It's holding short Echo 725 right. Expecting stand 230.
Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima. Hello, welcome to Barcelona. Continue taxi via Echo. Right on Lima, stand 230.
Clear cross, Echo, right onto Lima, stand 230, Alpaca 32 X-ray Lima, thank you. Unbelievable. Well, I think the passengers have got their teeth back in. So go Echo 7, right onto Lima, which is here, and then stand 230, right in the corner. Very, very funny. Tobias, no words. I can't wait to replay that one. Not. Guys, end of stream. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Delete stream. So APU start. How's my cleanup been? Good. Just got to disarm the speed brake. Here comes Lima. Mariana, did you hear Mariana laughing as well? I think I heard her yelp in the background. Unbelievable. Say again? Mariana said her back hurts. Unbelievable. Ha 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 ha. Better than a typical llama landing. Exactly. Right, A3 was fantastic though. It was a lovely event to do. Like the VATSPA events at large international airports, when they're organised well and they've got plenty of A3, really nice. The speeds were perhaps a little slow at the early stages, so maybe keep everyone around 180 knots till 10 DME would have been a little better, but otherwise, you know, 10 out of 10 for those guys. Well, there's stand 230 here. Alpaca Airways A300 here. Monaco. Oh, it's lovely to see a Monaco A300. That's super cool. Right, strobes can come off actually. And taxi light's still off. Should be on. There we are, stand 230. Oh, I can't believe that landing. I'm so upset. So upset. Are you a real pilot? Yeah, that's it. I actually had that on one of my streams once. Commented. I think it was in the Fly JSim in Southampton or something. Or the IXG, and they said, you know, he basically commented about 2 paragraphs saying how he knew I wasn't a real pilot and he was going to basically prove it to everyone. I didn't hear back from him. I was wondering what proof he had. I've been following you all for so long. Right, 321. Stop. Lovely. Parking brake is set. I think APU's just running. You shut the engines off, don't you? Available.
50, 40,
1, 2,
30, 40, 10.
Airbus is coming. That's a good sign.
Thank you for the service. See you next time. Bye-bye.
10 out of 10 on after landing flow cleanup. Stay safe, Captain. You all take care.
Thank you so much, V1 Simulations, for that very kind second donation there. 10 out of 10 on the landing flow cleanup. No rating on the landing though, V1 Sim. Thank you very much for the $5. That's very, very cool of you. Thank you so much for popping in here and for the help. And guys, don't forget to go check out V1 Simulations. He is your man when it comes to learning to fly the Airbus in Desktop Simulator. Super cool. Thanks a lot, buddy. And yeah, we'll speak soon because having winter here, I reckon it's about time we did something together or something.
50,
Think about it for a
40,
while or something like that.
30.
Thanks a lot, Igor, as well for the $5.
10.
My goodness. What?
Airbus is a new Lada.
Okay, thank you very much, Igor, for the $5. Are you referencing the Russian car by any chance? My oh my, thank you very much anyway. Well, that was a superb flight. Very, very good. Adam McLean, why is VATSIM never this busy for me? You need to go check out the events, Adam. Type in VATSIM events on Google and take part on those flights. Generally now, the events can be very, very busy. The screens went black. No, I think we're okay. I think they just shudder a little bit when you go over to the APU, but we're all okay here. Beacon off. APU bleed on. Look, there you go. I'm not gonna forget anything. Well, I'm going to forget where the switch is. There we go. Awesome stuff. Well, I have to say a massive thank you to ToLiss for getting in contact with me and allowing me to stream this before it was released. That's really, really cool of them. So, yes, a little bit of information about the expansion pack. It's going to be $30 US. You'll need the Airbus A321 Standard Edition. You get, I think, every version of the NEO. So you get the NEO extra long range, the standard NEO, and I think there's a NEO LR, another one as well. It's available from the 15th of December. I don't know if there's many bugs or not. It looked pretty good to me. I know that ToLiss are aware of a few issues which they are going to be fixing prior to release. But what I found really cool, guys, about ToLiss, it's a very small team. It's just essentially 2 people that run the company. They do it all themselves. Partner husbands, working, making this, well, ask V1 Simulations. You know, I think this aircraft is the main one to fly for X-Plane 11, so guys, go check it out. And as I said, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to stream it before release. Let's have a look at some of these comments then during the landing. This is always a heck of a laugh before we do the replay. The first thing I've seen is no words. Right, here we go. Rory Shields, you were very optimistic. He says hot butter goes flying everywhere. Actually, wasn't optimistic at all. Oh no, these comments. Oh dear, oh dear. It was non-stop. Right, so I've gone as far as the live chat will go, and it starts from the absolute start of the touchdown. Pretty much everyone's saying ouch, ouch, F. A lot of Fs, a lot of rips in chat, as I would imagine there. Of course, brilliant. 10 out of 10. Who else we got here? No, someone said. Shamrock 118. Oh no. Appalling 22 landing gear is smashed. Commander Jenna Hofen called medic. I'm just thinking of Call of Duty Warzone. No, can't go medic when you want to respawn. Christian said my neck. Got an F from Lewis. PH said F. Nortsky said flatty. A lot of frozen butter comments here. Ouch my back. Freckles 7331 going for no butter emojis. Passengers are dead. Brilliant. How did I get the overhead storage? Marcello Amenti. How did I get in the overhead storage compartment? Amazing. Andre, do you still trust in V1 simulations? Brilliant. My goodness. AG Ferrari. Well, this plane will be taken out of service and towed to the maintenance hangar. Brilliant. Osteopath to aisle 2. Literally cracks me up. Mickey Kylock, it was definitely the auto land. V1 simulations, blame it on the extra beefy landing gear on the A321. Absolutely, got to test it. Brilliant. Seatbelt ripped. Very good. Check close. Oh. Brilliant. Liam Barwick, taxi what's left of the aircraft to the gate. Very good. Brilliant stream though. Thank you, Gwyn. Should use the mouse next time. Thanks, James Moss. I can't. You know what? I can use a mouse and butter it. V1 simulations. Nah. No blaming the FO now. Outstanding. Any more? Mariana, what did you say? Oh my god, she's got emojis of crying and saying bye-bye. Brilliant. Completely standard landing, nothing to see here. Thanks, Mariana. Brilliant. Broken brain guy. Okay, you've flown the Concorde, you've done a really old style plane. When you're going to do a space shuttle landing from a re-entry orbit. Amazing. That's great. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for all those wonderful comments. I love it. I love landing. It's obviously a very dynamic phase, and I miss all the comments there. But reading them back absolutely cracks me up. So absolutely brilliant. Right. Well, we're going to call that a day. We're going to disconnect off the network. Thank you very much to Barcelona VATSPA for the fantastic ATC. Absolutely brilliant. Jonathan Wiltshire, thank you so much for the £2. Laugh and laugh too hard in weeks, Captain. Thank you very much, guys, as well. What I'm going to put in chat as well, Tobias, one of my members, will update this. Look at this link here. This is a table of every single
50,
butter to date.
40,
It'll be quite interesting
30,
to see
20,
where that pops
10.
up. Thanks a lot, Jonathan Wiltshire, again. I'm glad you got a bit of a giggle out of that. Absolutely sensational. Thank you very much. Anti-Teal, I love landings too. Better than crashings. Unbelievable. Right, anyway, I think it's time we cue back the jazzy music here and play the funky replay music and actually see how bad that actually looks. Oh my. Excellent. So let's pop ourselves. There we are. Perfect spacing. I think we just have to wait. It's going to put us on one of the other runways. Just get a little bit closer here, just to make sure it pans to the correct runway. Any landing you can crawl away from. You guys all have an incredible sense of humour. Right, let's have a look then. So it's beautiful. Approach was very nice. Very happy with that. I checked. I retarded, and it just kept ascending. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, yeah. It didn't bounce. It was pretty firm. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it was. Honestly, I've done harder in real life, for sure. Yeah, okay, it did bounce. Landing gear inspection. Close, maybe. There's no excusing that. Let's have a look here. It's probably give you a bit of a better perspective. Thanks for subscribing, Craig Anderson. Oh, crunch. Yeah, okay. Pretty firm. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's do one more. from the other view. Maybe a tower view as well. I love the tower guy. Tower guy giving me some stick as well. Brilliant. Boom. And it was before the touchdown, the aiming point. I was just laughing so much that I didn't get the reverses out until late. Amazing. One more from the tower, perhaps. Yes, tower would have had a fantastic view of it. This is reverses as well. Really nice. There we go, one more. Boom. Yes, okay. Brilliant. Congratulations. Oh, Lee Russell, how do I get on the Discord? So guys, all the members that joined today as members, firstly, thank you so much for your membership to get into the Discord. And if you're already an existing member, always feel free to contact me on social media if you're struggling to get in. Go to Google, search Discord, YouTube, synchronization, follow the steps on Google. Make sure when you do the steps on in Discord you use the web browser version, not the Discord app on your mobile or the desktop app, and you'll be all sorted there. But yeah, thank you very much. Right then guys, let's put you in a bit of a better view for landing. What view we're going to go for? I reckon the engine view is the nicest one here. Guys, so thank you very much to everyone that took part in today's stream, to everyone that donated. Thank you very much for the support to all our members. Thank you very much for the continued support as well. I hope you enjoyed that stream on Discord earlier as well, testing it more so than the public stream as well. I buttered it. If you ask any of the members, we did butter it earlier on the test sector as well. Thank you to all my regular viewers. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe as well to stay up to date with the latest content. Next going to be going live either tomorrow or Sunday, possibly in the Blair 11, but as ever, best way is to take a look at social media feeds and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up to date. Guys, stay safe out there, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye for now.